Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't know, it's a boy Abu just came here representing the Full Sports TV. Yeah, it's another game week and a lot of exciting stuff, even though my team lose. But man, them big up themselves. Wagwan.
We're here, we're here.
Yes.
As you can see, we have LT, Jiggy, and Blacks, and well forward to the stream for your first time. Nicholas support the blue side of London, but him no know no better still, a young youth.
Yeah.
But yeah, we not go tarry, you know. Is it? I go run through the fixtures them real quick and yeah, we are gonna preview the game them for Saturday. Cause game them are forward quick and fast and you see it. Hopefully Blacks can make some mistake and forget to set up him fantasy team and all of them things there.
No, I'm gonna do that from the game week start. This is my fantasy team from that time. Team Jiggy.
I'm gonna look at my fantasy team in ages.
All I do, I give people free points for you.
Anyways, the first game. Hold on, let me find the first game.
The first game.
Tuesday, right? Newcastle. That's the first game, right? Newcastle Norwich.
Yeah, Newcastle Norwich was the first game.
No draw.
Yeah, 1-1. Callum Wilson score a penalty. I will score for Norwich.
Now, team of Pookie with the goal of the season, them someone say one of the goal.
Yeah. I see that goal for sure.
What did I select? Did I say that was gonna be a draw game? Yeah, I think so.
But a stunning goal from Pookie still. We see it, man. The volley.
Pookie party, yeah.
Actually, the Andre Gray goal can get that a run for money still.
Wasn't Newcastle playing Amando? No, I mean
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Newcastle played that one down from the 9th minute.
So that's awful by Norwich. That's awful. You really
It was 82 minutes. 2 minutes of
81 minutes.
Well, not necessarily, no.
Newcastle was at home, so the crowd make up that extra money.
But you know, so also when time a team is down, they change how they play the game. And sometimes that you can get the collective play better that way. Because now they know.
Everybody in the second half though.
The most important thing, they got the goal first. That's why.
Makes sense. Valid point.
That's
Look
the most
how Chelsea when
important.
Chelsea play Liverpool and get on a red card. And look how Chelsea buckle on all everybody behind the ball. Not
That was
one.
in the second half, sir.
Eh?
Was that the second half?
We're talking about, but remember the game started. So basically, Newcastle played for like probably a good 90 minutes.
But Newcastle,
Yes.
Newcastle is a terrible team this year. So it's not like this was a great team. But I'm just saying, when a team is down, sometimes the way them change and tactic, way them decide to approach a game, it makes it sometimes harder for you to score.
Yeah, but
Because of how they approach a game.
I mean, me don't watch a game, but I would suggest that them go with some low block and make things difficult for Norwich to break down.
yeah, because they have an extra man. They literally have an extra man, so there's no way you play almost 90 minutes with an extra man, and the result was a draw. But I understand what you said because like them, Newcastle was forced to change either their formation or their mentality going into the game. So like mentally, they must say, okay, then we have to defend. We have to go for a draw. We can't try for win. Or if we do get a goal, we just have to defend everything after that. So probably that's the mentality with them did out.
Well, they are also the part is that Newcastle defense has been so terrible all year. Losing one of them defender didn't make any difference at all. They're losing zero. They have been horrible defensively. So losing one of those terrible defenders, they didn't lose much. You know? They didn't lose much.
But thing there, what going for Almiron? He don't look the same player. Him not score, him not do nothing.
Well, I mean, let's compare and contrast this Newcastle to last year. Last year they started off slowly also, but they were exciting when they came on. You have Almiron when St. Maxim came over. And what's the name of those twins? They have a twins who were playing very well last year.
Longstaff.
Yeah, the game they played against Manchester United. So they played some very good football last year. I don't know what happened this year, but the talent just doesn't seem to be there. You know, it's disheartening where they just got bought, and I was saying on the last live that if they continue in this manner, yes, they're gonna need players, which they would have to buy now because when you go to championship, you can't just spend more than anybody else like that. So they're probably gonna have to overspend to bring in talent during this window. You know, you're gonna overpay everybody to get in the talent and what they need. But there's still 24 games left. Right? That's what
Bro,
70. There's 70 something points out there to be had.
But,
them
but
need the
You
38 points
right.
is still it's doable. But them yet to win a game, so
Yeah, but they
yeah,
still man, they have to buy. They know the owners are filthy rich. They have to overpay for players this transfer
I'm
window,
pretty sure they're not scared to spend money.
but
right?
Jiggy, you see, that's one I think. Though. Overpaying the player is one thing. One, getting the player to agree to join them is the next thing. And also, remember, Klopp always have this thing. You know, want nobody who's ready to jump on the bus. You want somebody to help push the bus. And right now, Newcastle needs some players who are going to be pushing the bus. So it's not necessarily about just overplaying and getting high-priced players in there, or even whatever. It's about getting players who are willing to push the bus. Because that's a bus that have no wheels, and they probably have to carry the bus, not just
How
push
I
it.
look, how I look at it is that remember, Oscar left Chelsea in the middle. He was at 22, 23 to go where China
China.
to get
But just did I make that
after
point there.
winning Premier League. He left Chelsea to go China to make tons of money.
But
Paulinho, when he was in his 20s, left for Spurs. I thought
he was at Tottenham.
leave the Spurs to go China to make money. And several other players in their prime, not 30-year-old players, players in their 20s, and leave just to make money. So I'm sure people will come to Newcastle to play football.
I
Me have
understand.
an idea.
I understand the point of Blacks I try and make, but like you also have to understand how many of these players that are coming into this team actually are die-hearted Newcastle fans. How much of them really care about Newcastle?
Players, no players are. No
No
players
players care about no club.
No, the long staffs that they grew up in their academy, they care
They
about
want to leave. They
course.
actually want to leave. They're not signing their contract. One of them, the younger one, when Matty Langstaff.
No,
so
but
he wants to leave.
No, but the point I was trying to make, you say, you need players that are gonna push the bus and stuff. So you need players who actually care about the team in order for the team win. Because if I'm gonna come every day to get a paycheck, them just gonna work. They not care if them win or lose as long as them get paid. So I agree with you where you say you need players, but you also have to understand the players them have to have some type of feelings or connection to the club to either perform or do good. You understand? So
Which from that respect, how I look at it, I mean, you need Premier League players. You see, this is when I go get players who have done this struggle before. You have to get some of these type of players. So I agree. But like, for example, I hear them linked to people like Philip Coutinho because I know, say,
Coutinho
Barcelona there. You know, that's the type of players that you see they have been linked with right now. Yes, he's a great player and he can go there and inspire them. But really and truly, I don't think Philip Coutinho is the player that you need right now. At Newcastle, you need some players who are gonna buckle on and fight, grind, bite, kick, and everything to get a win. Because that's what they're gonna need to do to get to the
I wonder if
position.
them want to spend some of the Isle money from Pepe and Aubameyang.
Nobody wants Pepe or Aubameyang.
nobody know want Pepe, brother.
That's like as
Aubameyang
crazy
sad,
as
bro.
these Saudis are, they don't want him.
Aubameyang sad, bro.
Brother,
Sad. I tell him Bentek is better.
Benteke is a quality player.
Blacks,
Always
you
been a
just
quality.
lose it now.
Prove me wrong. They were last 2 years, Bentek has scored more goals than Aubameyang.
Have I last when? What?
2 years.
You have the stats to prove that?
That's
One half
a
the
fact.
stats.
That's facts.
One half the stats.
Over the last 2 years, he has outperformed Aubameyang. Facts.
Now go look it up.
One half the stats, bro. Show me, prove me that.
I actually think him just
Yeah, so basically, from my understanding, Benteke has 86 goals, right?
I'm talking about the last 2
2
years.
years. 2 years.
Okay, and you,
Over the last 2
It's easy.
years.
It's easy. I'm gonna pull up the stats right now.
Yo, we spent 9 minutes to talk about Newcastle.
Yeah, but me I
Push
find
up real fast.
when I talk, me tell us a Benteke better than Aubameyang.
you said the last 2 years?
Yeah.
A valid point. Yeah. So basically, in the last 2 years, if you have to add everything up, Aubameyang only have 36 goals.
No, Benteke
What's
scored
all
36
Benteke
goals in
not
his
scored.
career.
Man,
Benteke not
jump,
scored.
jump, man. What are we talking about? How can I jump on this one?
Benteke has scored 36 goals in his whole
Look,
career. Stop it.
Just tell me.
Aubameyang himself.
Both of them,
Aubameyang
Budgie, see it? 14 goals each over the last 2 years. So both of them.
14.
Yeah,
Premier
and
League goals.
Benteke play way less than Aubameyang because Benteke was out of the team. And we cost him when we 14 over the last 2 years.
You're speaking
Both of
about
them. Exactly.
Aubameyang stealing people money, bro.
so wait, they're between 2019 to 2020.
Not
From
last
2019
season and this season.
Oh, last season and
Years.
this season, 14 goal, but when they said 2
14 games.
years ago, me I think about from 2019 to 2020 season. So
I
that's
don't
what
see last 2 years, man. The last 2 seasons, Benteke and Aubameyang have the same amount of goal.
14
Benteke
years.
is better because he's playing a half a minute at Aubameyang.
Yeah. I can't defend him on that. Can't defend him. I'm have to take him beating.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Anyway, let's move on. Next topic.
I see him sentence with Benteke.
Next topic.
I remember
Alright.
Benteke is not playing for a top team like Aubameyang.
Leeds left it late, but them get the W over Crystal Palace. Rafinha penalty.
Yeah, I mean, next game.
Southampton held Leicester to a draw. To what?
You mean Leicester Health? Oh yeah, Southampton Health. Yeah. Well, as you said, Leicester City has been off. I don't know what's wrong with Leicester City, but I can say this: when that coach, when Brendan Rodgers was at Liverpool, after the first 2 or 2.5 seasons, the quality of the football start going south. Same thing happening here. I don't know, and he's kind of a weird guy, you know. So I'm wondering if he starts rubbing the players wrong. You know what I'm saying? With his behavior, because it's kind of it's like a little bit eccentric. So I'm wondering if the same type of what he's saying in the dressing room is no longer getting across, because every year they go out and buy and improve the talent, but this year the drive, the wherewithal is just not there. And he's an excellent announced coach. You can actually see it when the team plays that. You see what they're trying to do, but the players, the effort is just not there from 2 years ago. You know, so I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Haven't they been having some issues also with injuries? So Madison was out and was back and forth, and he's just basically coming off some injury issues right now. That defender that they had, what name, the young black guy, what they bought, he's still out injured. What name, the centre back, what them buy, who Arsenal went and bought one and sent him out.
Oh, the French youth Fofana.
Fofana. Yeah, he's still out. 2 years ago, you have one Seranko, who came to had an excellent season, but he seemed to have fallen off a cliff since him go one
favorite baller.
You know, so it's like a few people seem to be not what they used to be, and some of it you have to also blame the players. You know, because really and truly, I don't see him doing much different than what he was doing before, and some of the players are just out of form right now. Vardy is still getting his goals here and there, but he doesn't seem the same fiery Vardy that he
But
used
he's
to be.
not 29 again, bro.
But no, but Vardy has been old for a while now. Vardy was old when he joined the league. You know, they went and they got that boy from Lille. When it's Somari, he was supposed to be beside NBD.
Daka?
Patson Daka. Yeah, but again, the problem with that, last year they played two up front, up top, with when name Iheanacho went on that fiery streak to end the season, and they were playing two up top. They're gone back to one now since Madison came back. Madison was injured when they were doing most of that. Since Madison came back, they gone back to one up top, and it just seemed somehow that they have lost the plot overall. You know, trying to get back all of these players in and losing some other players.
All right, just a second. I'm bringing on the boss. And the sports business in the building.
Why man face look cool away, man.
Like that, go
man. Show feel long, man.
Like in beer, and put on our baby powder.
I'm the soap that here. Know that though. I'm the soap and make it look so cool, man. Yes.
Sengo had some kid too, man. Fresh fry.
Some blue bomber. Nick, you're old enough to know what blue bomber is.
We are playing now. Blacks.
Yeah, we know a blue bomber.
Oh, okay, all right.
In Blacks.
Where's that?
Samaria play now.
Yeah, he's playing. He played in the last game. He started.
Yeah, he played the last game. Start beside NBD.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg, please explain to us why Adam Lookman is on the team. I don't understand.
But Lookman had a good year last year, no? Listen me. The same thing.
Yeah, wasn't he on loan?
Yeah, he was on loan last year.
Yeah.
Yo,
and-
turn up your mic or something.
And the same thing that I see Demari Gray doing this year, where he's flashing and he's kind of look like he's realizing his potential. Lookman was kind of that player last year who, he went away, came back, got an opportunity to play in the league again, and we thought that he was gonna be a little bit better. So I can see why they went for him, because he looked like he actually find his footing in the league last year.
Diggy, look, man, I good look at ball line, but my thing is, I don't see why you would get rid of Demari Gray and bring in Lookman.
There is no improvement there, Blacks.
Yeah, I don't see the big difference between the two of them. I mean, unless you did have issues with Demari Gray, because like you said earlier, Jiggy is a coach who intend to have issues with the players in the dressing room or upon the training ground. You saw it from Liverpool days with Sterling, where simple things you used to get on a Sterling skin for like even the slang what Sterling did I use. He got offended by it. Remember one in the Being Liverpool series in Carlos Sterling thing. I don't remember what the slang was Sterling used, and like he basically tell him, say, if you use a slang again, you're on the next bus out of here. So he seems like somebody who, him and the players, them on the training ground from time to time might have differences, and him go bench them or him go push them out of there. Because at one point last season, him and Madison never see eye to eye. That's when it is come out and Madison want to move, and I think that's why I get rid of Demari Gray. But like I said, look, man, and they did need another winger, because Harvey Barnes was the only real winger they had. They really needed another winger, but I don't know if it was a normal Lookman. In prefer better Germany, but German league is probably like League One. You could probably find another winger in a League One.
The only thing I could say is that they probably thought that Brendan Rodgers could coach him up, while he couldn't coach up Demari Gray to consistently put the ball in the back of the net. You know what I mean? But as you know, I like Leicester City team, Maybe it's because of the Jamaican who used to play for them.
But if you look at Rodgers' track record, even though Shane rated him so highly, I mean, how many of the players that he have coached that you can say he has improved? Because I mean, even from Swansea was at Swansea, right? I mean, he had a good system. The players work well in the system, but you can't say any of those players at Swansea became exceptional because of it. For to Liverpool, same way. I mean, he had Coutinho, Sturridge, Suarez, Sterling, yes, over time. And he didn't even improve Sterling game that greatly.
Well, he was one game away from winning the Premier League, bro. So, he was one game away from winning the Premier League.
He was a Gerrard Smith.
No, the system. Once again, Jiggy, he has a system that was working, but to say improve players individually, I can't pinpoint any player where we can say improve them.
He didn't.
Yeah, that could score that Liverpool.
Well, to say that, I don't think that's fair. Because, listen, Sturridge have only 1.5 good year in his career, and it was under him.
No, sir.
Chelsea, don't forget
no,
Chelsea.
Sir. Sturridge at Chelsea wasn't injury prone.
I said he has 1.5 good years in his career, and
So
there's
you only had
no doubt about that.
half a season at Chelsea.
He has what? Chelsea
You're
selling for
saying
$9
he
million,
have
$9 million. He wasn't having he wasn't setting the world on fire at Chelsea.
No, he wasn't, but it's
So
not
he
like he
didn't have
was
no good season there.
This man
Like,
said upon live
I
and
don't
this
understand which point you're making. He had only 1.5 good season at Liverpool. That's what he had.
somebody don't agree with the blacks.
I know you sure say I mean maybe I'll go him and say I agree with.
No blocks. He was often injured, but he
Again, Sturridge have 1.5 good season. Tell me when other than that he had a good season anywhere in career. When he scored 5 goals somewhere else. So he scored 5 goals for Chelsea 1 year? Have you ever scored 5 goals for Chelsea?
Daniel
I don't
Sturridge.
remember it happening.
Me not walk with the stats, but
Again, but that's what I'm saying.
I think you now have the fear in
City or whoever anybody else.
we
No.
cannot him
Actually, he scored 13 goals at Chelsea
In what? In his career at Chelsea, how much he scored 1 year?
in his career, in his entire career. Well,
Yeah.
24 to be exact as a striker. So he scored 24 goals at his entire time at Chelsea while making 98 appearances.
No, your stat is wrong, sir. That's not right. You need to pull it from somewhere else. That's not what. You know, scored 24 goals in 19 appearances at Chelsea. That's not right. You missed something there. You need to check somewhere else.
So basically, how I look at Daniel Sturridge is that they had asked a question the other day saying, barring injury, when you look at someone's career, who would you pick? And I picked Daniel Sturridge, and I think that, and I've complained about this before. Daniel Sturridge never got any torn knee ligaments or ankle ligaments. It's always been a muscle injury. His thigh, hamstring, his calf, over and over and over again. In my estimation, he didn't want to work for it. Because even Klopp, they have one of the best training. Klopp called him out, in regards to all these different muscle injuries that he was having. And to me, that's somebody who doesn't want to work. Daniel Sturridge should be one of the best strikers England. He had the speed, he had the skill. He could kick it from anywhere. I remember that that winner he kicked against Chelsea maybe 3 years ago from out of the 18
Yes. But
with the left. That was amazing.
Jiggy.
That.
Yeah, man. Remember, but Jiggy, sit here. Chelsea, 30 games, 30 appearance, 2011 to 2012. He scored 11 goals. Yes. And 2012, 2013, 7 appearances, he scored 1 goal.
Yeah, but how many of those were starts?
Yes, I
He moved to Liverpool. He scored 10 goals in the first year at Liverpool and 21 the next year. He has never scored double digit from the rest of that because he has been injured. That means he has 1.5 good years.
But going
I'm
back
not saying
to
not injured, no, but he has 1.5 good years. And all of those, that 1.5 years was under Brendan Rodgers.
but going back to what you said, basically his injury contribute to a lot to him downfall, but also again he played 98 games for Chelsea from 2009 to 2013.
No, man, you are bringing in his youth games and all in type of time. I talk about in the Premier League. In the Premier League, he only played 37 games for Chelsea.
And scored 13 goals.
Yeah, in 37 games.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, injury and confidence have a lot to do with him playing too. Because remember, at the time when he was at Chelsea, he was in there play around a lot of quality baller and big name baller. So how am I gonna stand out?
But Nick, I'm not saying my argument wasn't against Daniel Sturridge.
No,
My argument was for Brendan Rodgers, saying that he, under his tutelage, Daniel Sturridge has his best spell in his career. Under his tutelage, Raheem Sterling moved from a young kid with some potential to a $50 million player that Liverpool sold. Under his tutelage, we got Philip Coutinho from Milan. He must be about $7 million. And by the time he left, we got $148 million for him. So say he didn't improve any player. I think that is kind of not the truth. You can see he improved those players. Sturridge also was the best player in the world, and I
who improved Blacks?
I'm calling right there.
You said Sterling. Can I say something about
Improve Coutinho?
Of course he did.
How?
Nobody went to me join Liverpool. Nobody.
Bro.
Hold on, Sterling. You mentioned Sterling. No, I wanted to recall that Brendan Rodgers purposefully played Raheem Sterling in every single position on the field except goalkeeper, right? He never. So I don't call it improve. Though, fortunately or unfortunately or whichever word you want to describe it, that might have helped his overall game, the kind of defense you see he play now.
Oh, I wonder where you're gonna get to that.
Right? It might have improved that, but he didn't do that. He did that because of whatever beef he had with Sterling. That has to be because we added
not necessarily.
I've been playing right back, I've been playing central midfield. You know what I'm talking about. He did it on purpose.
But my
to a player.
But the sometimes what he did, it makes Sterling a better player. Now when he went to when he go to Pep, Pep can deploy him and coach him up even more because he said this boy here has a tactical versatility for me to use him in every single way.
Tell me which kind of coach you see do that to a player, a young player.
The only place that they haven't put him for City is defense so far. Pep has done the same thing with him all over the place, just the same way. He has no position at City.
Pep but
you say he's a utility player.
Yeah, but that's the direction where football is going to. And
Brendan Rodgers was just side before a lot of people.
But then you have to remember when them actually bring him Sterling, they come off a hype right out from QPR, like through the academy. He was coming off a hype. Yeah, but he was 16 when he joined Liverpool, 15 when he joined Liverpool. Yeah, but he was coming off. Nobody, I didn't know him. None of us knew him. But that's the thing. I knew about him.
From QPR.
Everybody.
He scored.
The first time watch the youth games. That's why.
The first Sterling is like 2 years older than me. The first time I heard about Sterling, when I'm a virgin, I tell him about Sterling with we know we play football, we used to play academy together. And him tell me about Sterling, I'm looking up. This is when Sterling was at QPR and the hype was big. He had a massive hype.
How much players we know have hype who never become anything at all? That doesn't mean anything, man. Greg can tell right now, he can roll off a top of head a million players who are hype.
They burn them out right now. He's still at Liverpool.
Jordan Hyde.
Strikers.
Never as much hype as Jordan Hyde. Robert Morrison. So never as much hype as Robert Morrison. What you talking about hype? That is nothing, man.
Rafael was just attitude. You know about Sterling Blacks. Byron called me and tell me about Sterling. Because he named pick at Jamaica.
But to not say
next thing too.
But to say Brendan Rodgers didn't improve Sterling is a false statement. He improved him massively.
Not as massive.
He improved him massively to a $50 million player, so everybody say he's not worth it. When he gets said, everybody said, what worth is
Black. Me disagree with you,
Liverpool disgruntled fans say him not worth it.
Everybody said it.
You never say no worth the 50, you know. You know say him not worth £200,000 a week. But if you not selling, you don't want 50 feet.
Again, but the fact of the matter is, he moved from an academy player with some potential to a $50 million player when $50 million actually was money. I understand the coach improve him. I don't understand that.
No, United.
The coach who gave him who bossed him in the league and had him in the team, had him as a key member who almost helped him to win the league. I want to say the coach improve him. That's a false fun to say stuff like that.
My first response to United quick. Him say Brendan Rodgers improved Sterling finishing. That's absolutely false.
No, that's false.
He said Pep.
Oh, Pep say.
Pep.
Oh, sorry.
Too much assets, man. In eyes, spend more time for looking at assets.
My apologies, United fans. Because I think man said Rodgers. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but even alright, but
no, Blacks.
When you say overall, right? But then when you look on like technique and everything, Sterling technique is still off. Whether it's his first touch and his finishing, like we still expect more from him. So much of that improvement on a see. I mean, there's changes since him there at Liverpool until him got City, but and after also look on like, yo, you've been on that Pep for so long, and then you're supposed to be at a certain level, but you're still not at that level.
And listen, this is not an indictment on Sterling. I mean, I say Sterling good. I'm just saying from where Brendan Rodgers took him to where he let him go, when Liverpool let him go, it's a massive jump, which 99.9% of Premier League youth don't make that jump. 99.9%.
Hey.
He's now 1% group who made it from
I want to point out something.
a youngster
What
with potential to somebody who actually gets over $50 million. Of
So Blacks, John Stones in at 1% there too.
course.
Yes.
Sterling will be. I don't think there's 6 players in the history of the Premier League to have 100 goal and 50 assists. So him not have nothing to prove anymore
To nobody.
to
Agree.
nobody.
Agree.
In the history, look, Premier League I played from before we born. And him, I don't think somebody have to look it up, but I don't think there's 5 people in
No.
history, all of the greats who have 100 goals and 50 assists.
Yeah, more on that.
But
Argument done.
But we also have to look on it like most of Sterling
I don't
growth,
think I have 105 for sure.
in growth and in
You have more than 5.
How much people, how much players in the history of Premier League have 100 goals and 5 assists? Me not talk about Premier League goals, Premier League assists. How many
100
players?
goal and player.
100 goals and 50 assists.
Oh, 50 assists, no man, they have. Me think it's 100 assists.
Lot more than that.
How
Lot
many?
more than that.
50 assists, yeah, Jiggy.
Wally, not in the truth. Wally, Pablo.
Quite a few. Me never say holy, but quite a few.
Gerard, Lampard, Rooney.
You feel I know holy have 100 goals, man? That about holy. Anyway, with Sterling, like Nika said, and Nick, bless up yourself. Like Nika said, in overall game, I still want to see more from it, brother.
yeah.
I still feel like there's lots more to game we can improve. You know, his burst rate is there, his movement of the ball is there. A lot of Sterling goals now, his movement cause it, you know how to find himself in a
14.
You
The answer
see
is 14.
Sterling touch improve and in finishing, which in finishing can improve some more. Right now, Greenwood is a better finisher than Sterling.
By far.
Probably is, but not a better baller.
No, I'm saying, Nick, me the same.
Finish up.
As the same game where if he improve,
Yeah.
Sterling can be mentioned with
Yeah.
some of the Ballon d'Or nominees that we are talking about right now.
Yeah.
If him touch and him finishing improve.
But another
Because I
thing,
the only 2 parts of Sterling game when we say yes, need improvements. Everything else, him have it.
another thing we feel will contribute to like the growth, was kind of feel I feel like actually I try stunt Sterling growth is actually the English media, the way them talk about this youth, the way them try to use him as a scapegoat for everything. I remember this was the man who actually helped England in Euros, the man, Remember Hurricane really contribute much to the England national team during Euros, and Sterling do a lot, you understand? I just wish him would have just maintaining composure and keep him up and work hard. You understand? And just work on him first touch, work on his finishing. You understand? And he will be good. He's probably one of the fastest players in a Premier League besides Kyle Walker then.
Remember before 2018 World Cup where they make a big thing out of the gun on him foot. The
The
tattoo
gun,
on him.
yeah.
You know them. I mean, me see even black fans that bash him feet. I mean, I said that, yeah, man. Like this, you would have a whole lot for beer,
Yeah.
and he still go out there and put all of that behind him and put in a good hands. The only thing me disappointed was in a Euros, he never kicked a penalty, but he said that wasn't his decision. So, leave
And
that
look
alone.
by not kicking that penalty there. Because if him they kick it and miss, them would have healed him away. And do the right thing.
Yeah,
bit-
but
and a bit
Sterling,
real.
remember say our fans kick him outside of the training ground, and call him a name, So Sterling that wouldn't bother him. But yo, next topic, yo.
Yeah, run it.
We're going to skip the Wolves game. I don't want to talk about it.
Nah,
Yeah, man.
let's talk about.
Because
Chelsea, Watford.
Chelsea,
Chelsea get the result.
yeah, but the game was awful.
Can you make no break?
Nick, go ahead.
I feel like it was a bad game.
What's
for
up, bro?
Chelsea.
It's not. Hold on, Nick. What's up, Greg? It's in the group. Go on, Nick. Go on.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a very horrible game for Chelsea. You understand? In the sense where we were under pressure by Watford, and like I don't know where them get this thing from. I've noticed like the team them wanna really compete whenever them play against the top level team, then bring out everything. But all in all, I feel like the team should have been better. I felt like the starting lineup wasn't our best starting lineup when you really look on stuff and stuff. When you look on everything. But anyway, we'll make it work. We was lucky enough to come back and actually get the win because I really thought we were gonna drop some points and we had a 30 for drop points. But all in all, like I'm still proud of everything that them are doing. This Chelsea team have so much potential due to the fact it have a lot of young players and academy players who actually love the team and them are fight for them team. And I just love everything about the team. Whenever I look on the team and I see everybody play, I see them play with passion. Their work ethic is crazy. And I could have asked some more. You understand? Rudiger, love Rudiger. Rudiger around the solid. You really can't. You really have to try to avoid from starting Rudiger and Christiansen. You have to avoid from because the two of them are the two same play. You understand where aggression is and them style of play. You understand? At the end of the day, we just have to try to maintain Thiago and Rudiger, or Christian and Rudiger, yeah. You know, or Christian and Thiago. You can't have the two same players them up play. And the young player, Tichalaba, he's an amazing player. He's doing really good in the team. Lukaku need to come back. I know he's going through some stuff, but I really want to see him come back and do more in the team.
Well, Chelsea in that game started about 6 starters didn't start again.
Yeah.
Things about them 2 fullbacks didn't start
Mm-hmm.
from injury. Jorginho or Kante didn't start.
Yeah. Lester Cheek was the starting midfielder.
Yeah, and you have Saul.
Saul.
If Chelsea have to go and call Saul, then that's a problem. I was hoping what
Saul Abala, you're rude.
What?
Saul Abala, you just haven't worked out for him at Chelsea yet. You're rude.
He hasn't worked out for me last year at Atletico either, so clearly something is wrong. That's the reason why he's there. If it was working out for him at Atletico, he wouldn't be there. It's because things went down for him.
Anybody work out
for all things went down and him come at Chelsea.
Again, because Atletico had dropped him to the bench for the last year. He wasn't playing. That's why he wanted to move because he gave it rubber. In game get rubber at Atletico.
Blacks, which TV I watch, man? Your TV you need to smarter, man. Which last year in the bench?
Last year? Saul at Atletico last year game get rubber. Where are you talking about, girl?
My Blacks pull the stats man, Blacks are stats man.
Who started the midfield? There's not even Coke the man that using the midfield. And you have Coke the player on the flank most of the time. So after them lose Partey, who they using the midfield?
Well, he played a 26 total game and he was in the start and most of them last year at Atletico. 26 game he played total and he was in the starter in them. No most of them. That's why he wanted to move. He actually said he was an interview when he come. I said Liverpool I look on him now. Remember, I know this because Liverpool was looking at him. Remember, I said that he was the person Liverpool was looking, so they wanted to use him to replace Genie. So for instance, I start looking and I realized, but why want to replace Genie with a man who can't get no game in Atletico midfield? And I him want to replace Genie. So I said, I don't want him. That's why I look on him. In game I get robot.
A baller though.
I mean, I say, no, not a baller, but not a baller on farm. So if you have to start Sal, you better call Paul or somebody else.
Well, probably the reason why Chelsea start some of them players is to get other players rest. You realize it get to this period and all.
I don't say no, but that's
Liverpool is the only team who start the same 11 every game.
Not just a lie.
3 years straight to start the same 11 every game, Blocks.
And then they put on Milner. And then put on Milner in 68 minutes.
Yeah. Not got there, Blacks.
We not repeat one lineup for the season so far. Lie.
I didn't say this season. I said for 3 years straight.
Start the same team at 68 minutes. Come the man and say, Milner, warm up.
And then the contract.
No, but all the last game too. The first player off high bench. Who was the first player off high bench last year?
It's in his contract. He has to do it.
Milner, right? When I will play one day. I'll give them 4. Everton.
Come
and the man said, all right, we're going to change. The man said, Milner, warm up.
I'm already going to go get called for you.
Milner, the first one. Man, at 37, 37 man said, warm up. Milner, the first player, man, half a bench. If
Come
you
like,
are
come like Arteta, if Lacazette start, you know him come off 60-second minute. Go more than that. If Odegaard no start, Odegaard Africa man. Not care what the team need. Odegaard come on for the field.
Well, you can understand why Lacazette forward half I feel still because he does work hard when he's on the field. So he just basically tell him to go out there, run yourself ragged and me take you off. When you're tired, me take you off.
A lot of times when I come off the field, it look like he can still continue run.
That's what he look like, but the coach know better.
Yeah, but we have Aubameyang over sometimes when I
check vitals. In the have something on him check vitals, so they know how I go on.
Oh, we're going to talk about Arsenal game now.
Yeah.
No, we're not interested. No,
So,
we're not
wait,
interested.
so we have a forward. We're ready to talk about Arsenal game.
Yeah,
We're not interested yet, bro.
Okay, go
let's
ahead.
move. We
Go
don't have
ahead,
to talk
administrator,
everything.
go ahead.
Bojo, we're not going to live on my youth.
So, you know what talk about? Alright. Shoot.
Where next game?
Shoot.
Arsenal.
We must have City play before we, you know.
Who cares? We don't want to talk about City.
Arsenal played, in my opinion, Arsenal played good.
Hold on, beautiful goal by Bernardo Silva.
Yes, well taken. I think it was Maris. Was it Maris who squared it?
Amares. I don't remember what the bird. Might have been Maris.
But either way,
Yeah.
Greg, all your baller can get injured, sir, bro.
Who am I ball?
Leon and your baller.
Who?
Leon.
But me ask yesterday, because I never see the game and me see the...
How did that work?
He gets subbed off. I mean, I say, what happened? He not play good or what?
Leon left Jamaica too early, man. Never get to eat no proper food.
No, it's not the.
Hold on.
Leon and Daniel Sturge, a friend.
Hold on.
Leon play hard, you know.
No Wi-Fi, man. Nobody had him.
Yeah.
So, how are you? Are you a Man U fan for the conversation?
So Greg,
You know, like the face, you know.
So Greg, after the game, them asked Pep about how good is Bernardo Silva. Him say he's the best right now in the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, could be true.
Behind Salah.
Behind
yes.
Jota, it's about him behind Jota. He's not the best Portuguese. About best Premier
No.
League.
I'm the best Portuguese in our league.
Blacks, you speak no lies.
Behind Jota.
I stand corrected. You speak no lies. Jota, I play
Yes,
some
it's Jota, man.
Jota, I play some football.
Hey man, no boy.
Listen, Blacks. Yes, Jota is scoring.
Most of the time now.
Blacks. Yes, Jota is scoring goals, but Bernardo Silva is doing everything, man. That man's doing everything.
And
Jota do everything possible, bro. Our defense, Jota play for it.
Jota not playing hard for Liverpool. He's not playing hard for Liverpool. He's not tackling and doing
Everybody
everything.
for Liverpool play hard. I'll listen.
So what the point? So what is he doing better than Jota then? And Jota won double in a goal since last year.
Bernardo Silva more rounded player than Jota.
Yeah, he had round. Where do you say rounded?
I would even say that about Bernardo Silva. I think Jota is I think Jota is the better baller, but that's my opinion. You understand? That's my opinion.
We disagree still, but either way.
I think Bernardo Silva more technical than Jota. Yeah, he's a more technical player.
No, man. Jota control the ball anywhere, anytime. Head, kick, any foot.
So Bernardo Silva doesn't?
But he's saying he's more technical. I'm saying that I don't see the
You
difference.
see the goal that Jota scored?
You see all of Jota goal. But Bernardo scored some good goal as well.
Hey, Bernardo scored 7 goals since last year to this year.
No, black.
Because I think he was out of the field.
Please, let me answer this.
What?
Push up. Please, let me respond to this. Brother, Pep have Bernardo Silva play number 8 most of the time.
Jota slump on the bench.
Bernardo Silva at Monaco. Bernardo
Jota
Silva
slump on
at
the bench.
Monaco was a winger / number 10. Running for the city. Brother, Mr. Pep used him at number 6 one season when Fernandinho injured.
Even now.
Like a utility player, that's why I
Even now.
leave. You can't tell me, say, I want to attack someone.
Even now.
Greg.
Bernardo play more deeper than Jota, so you can't compare them.
Greg.
Yeah.
Of course. Right now, Bernardo play more deeper than Jota.
hold on. When Jota play, Jota even play more forward than when Fernie.
That's
Of
when
course.
he play. That's when he play.
You
Hold on,
can't compare them.
Hold on, I think we are doing it wrong, you know. We are talking about this wrong. We are saying they say who is the best player from Portuguese? They play different positions, so we can't compare that.
No, but Blacks are bringing goals. Blacks bring up goals.
Yeah, that's a Blacks argument. That alone, Blacks have
the argument can't be who is the best player in their position.
Part of my argument.
Blacks bring up goals like a goals alone make you a great player.
There are two different positions in my player. But in my opinion, Blacks are stand corrected. Jota is the better player from Portugal.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Facts.
Because he played for Liverpool.
Because he's playing phenomenal stuff, bro.
Yeah, Liverpool fans. Remember, you know.
Phenomenal stuff he plays. Every game he got.
Liverpool fans are always say Jota.
No, I'm not talking about Liverpool.
You're forward answer Ronaldo, you know.
And I feel like Jota is the better baller.
But you know CR7, brother. You don't know. You can't put Jota them in a CR7 category, brother.
No, we're not gonna put Jota.
So you can't feel it for Christie out of this.
No, we're not compare Jota with Ronaldo. Would that be a mad?
No, because Greg attack, but nobody come bring up Cristiano Ronaldo in this.
Must take him back off our life, please.
No, but
Hey, you like the sue them today?
Really?
Oh, we're gonna Arsenal Manchester United game now.
Wow.
Arsenal was a better team to me.
Where you say it, what?
I think Arsenal was a better team.
I don't think so, you know.
All right.
So
I don't think so.
Right. So tell me now about the Fox. I don't watch the game.
Why you feel Arsenal a better team today?
Overall, like I feel like them attack more and them do more with the ball, them create more chances too.
Where? I watch game I did I watch.
I'm gonna say what I said earlier on the blog and what I was discussing with Nick before Uno forward, and then I leave it for Uno. The game was even, and the game deserved to draw because your captain, the big worthless captain man you have, dragged down the Arsenal player, and that is a clear-cut penalty. I'm going to start it too.
I agree that's a penalty. But what about Arsenal first goal?
No.
That come like, listen me, that come like them take the ball and put in a net for Arsenal.
Your player, lick down your player.
But listen, let me ask you one question, the rule about the game. If a keeper go down injured, it no matter who touch him, the referee not supposed to blow.
No, it's not a rule.
May I ask you a question? Answer me.
It's not a rule.
It's not a rule. The referees usually blow, but it's not a rule.
He should blow.
No,
Once the keeper go down injured,
No,
he should, no matter who touch him.
It is
Yeah,
not a rule. It is not a rule. But the referees usually blow.
Then get a first goal. So no way that game to jam.
So group G, come here this. Fred not knowing goalkeeper. The goalkeeper could get up, but he decided not to get up. Arsenal score, and then say ref should blow.
The ref should blow.
Listen me.
Blacks, let me explain.
Listen me. If it was an outfield player, the ref not supposed to blow. Once the keeper get injured, the ref supposed to blow.
It is not a rule.
Explain the logic, bro.
Listen,
Explain the
let me tell
logic.
you something. Before you go any further, the ref never see him. So that's why the ref never blow, and the ref not blow
The ref
before
see
the
him.
goal.
The
You
ref
see
see
the
him.
ref did blow before the goal. No. By the time the ref turn around to see him, Smith Rowe already kicked that night goal. Let me explain to you how Blacks. Tussler go under the box. See? Blacks, Tussler go under the box. Fred Aaron figure man. I don't remember who much try man, and he step on
That he step on into.
De Gea feel the contact. Think he's an Arsenal on him. Drop. Curl up on the ball and turn him back to the game. So when the ball buck out, Elneny just buck you one time round and Smith Rowe just clot in a goal.
Man, make man you go around.
When they look on the replay, they see the one, I one teammate step on him, and him not even did hurt. Never hurt, brother. That's right after he get up, after the ball kick off, the first ball play back the team, I see him right foot in use and pass the ball. I mean, so much there. Watch your foot when they just a hold so.
Greg.
Injured because he think it's Arsenal player make the contact. If he was an Arsenal player make the contact, he probably would have get the call.
Greg.
You see me? Teammate step on him and he drop like he get shot.
Greg, you have to remember saying Manchester United used to Bruno kick down people and then him get the penalty. And that's what they used to. So
No,
they
no, no.
continue.
No. I fall them when Bruno get in the box. I keep them Bruno.
Crystal Palace game.
No, why you so wicked?
Hey,
Why you so wicked?
when Bruno step in the man foot and then the man get
Bruno kick the man.
Crystal
Bruno
Palace
give the penalty.
The Crystal Palace game, Bruno step on the man and the penalty
And then they want.
and then give the man penalty.
and then give penalty.
So where was VAR? Where was
that
VAR?
penalty today, even though Odegaard still because he
Odegaard should have never did that.
Fred see Odegaard I found if he tackle and just
A clear penalty that.
No,
Clear penalty that.
Freddie are using.
I did not say it wasn't a penalty, but me say Fred play for the contact. Fred smart and the man
But of course, if I you, you're not going to play for it. If you in a position, the way I go do.
Proper sportsmanship. We don't do those things.
No. But I have a question though. What's going on with Saka, Greg? Because was it Tavares square
Let me tell you.
for him, you know? And him right outside the 6-yard box 2 times. What's going on with him?
He's
Let me
learning.
tell you what happened with Saka now. Saka is just a hype English baller.
No.
Yes, brother.
Buju, take him out. Mute him, Mike. Buju. Mute him, Mike.
They hype him up.
You really say that, brother? You really say that?
Of course.
Wait there. We are talking about Saka being an IPR. Look from Bruno.
Bruno do it, brother.
Brother, the man
Saka
is
still not do what Bruno do, brother.
The man is an average player.
How much goal Bruno score and assist since in coming in the league?
We're not.
Hold on. Let me answer that. I asked a question last year, you know. I tell them I want to see the stats for Bruno without the penalty them. If Saka did a kick
Penalty a part of the game.
If Saka did a kick
And
penalty,
the real best player miss penalty. So you can't count out penalty out of the game.
You're really a fight
so
down
I penalty stats you come and
No
use
matter.
to defend Bruno. Your big baller, a penalty stats you need to defend your big baller.
Brother,
Your $50 million baller. You need
You can miss penalty, right? You can miss penalty, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and you have the confidence to go up and score, no?
Yeah, so what me I say is a penalty are your own argument for defend your $50 million baller, your big baller versus a 90
And you talk about Bruno Fernandes. What happened to Aubameyang?
Oh, Arsenal is not my team. You see my team right there?
He's been
Aubameyang have a bad spell.
They can know say I like
Aubameyang
What
have a
happened
bad
to
spell.
Aubameyang?
Aubameyang have a bad
we are
spell.
talking about Bruno.
No, you can put your girl in front of Aubameyang and he miss.
Listen, we are
Remember
talking
that.
about Bruno right now. Bruno, we are talking about.
Martial want to spend $50 million plan when $50 million.
No.
Martial 50 million done long time, man. Long time. Much years now by Martial.
Greg, hold on.
Wait,
No, but me I said, could I ask you, Aubameyang in a top scorer 3 seasons in a row, 2 seasons in a row, and he just won the league. Few players hit the ground running in the Premier League. Aubameyang for the Premier League, Ancon challenge Salah and Keane for leading goal scorer 2 seasons in a row.
I still not get it.
He's 30-something years old. No, 1 season they
but
were
Salah is
tight.
exceptional. Oh, no, just over Salah.
1 season they were tight. Eh?
May I say, yo, Salah is out of this world. Salah is a quality forward. There's no way they expect him to do that.
Me not take that from Salah.
But when
Salah is a great forward.
Aubameyang go through a phase, you know. I will Aubameyang have funny legs. A long time this man run now.
Brother, remember your team they just full of be overpriced ballers. Be overpriced ballers.
Don't say something, Greg.
You feel so?
No, sir.
Let me tell you something. We sign full of overpriced baller, you know. It's just because we never have a good coach.
The coaching is not the problem.
Of course, the coaching is a problem. We see that clearly.
So
First of all, let me tell you this. And not only, me not like the football we are playing. And they talk about this Manchester United way. That's not the Manchester United way. We sit back and defend. That's not Man U. Remember, you know? Remember when Fergie did it, you know? Remember when Fergie did it,
Fergie got a year.
side after the pan and two until that whistle blew.
Well, last 5 minutes, you don't start kick the ball them long. You just start kick everything in the box. Last 5 minutes. Why are we up? You know when we have ball and all, you know do kick, don't we play them? When Fergie tell them, say, yo, as the Arsenal players, them catch it, just kick them. And then last 5 minutes...
But that's not Arsenal. Because Fergie used to use a pickup team and go on 8. So go one side.
Well, pick up team
we use and give on 8.
Gonna pick
We're
up
not
team.
gonna Van Persie them and them Monday.
One person, one starter. One starter. Young man,
What?
we had 8 starters injured on that day. 8 starters. Okay? Me can't tell you some players that play for Arsenal all daily. Miguel Ignacio.
Miguel.
Craig Eastman. You never heard those names again. Okay? A reserve players we use start that game. 8 starters
So
were
first team
injured.
we use start that game.
Of course.
What do you mean?
Where?
We and Rooney and the likes of
Rooney and G Sung Park and Ashley Young
and Chicharito, Ashley Cole, Nani, Valencia, them
Which Ashley Cole?
Ashley Cole, Ashley Young.
Young.
Them I did what? How are you, man?
Nothing on wings that is prepared.
City and Liverpool back on put on a good big side them. So calm down, go back up so. On a good side. So
Bro,
That's why we get a coach now. You're going to see big difference in Man U now. Look at her. You see after a couple of games with this coach, you can talk to me.
Man U not gonna compete anytime soon.
No man, they will. They will compete. Them they were 8
Remember say we don't have Lampard. Remember say Chelsea did have Lampard. And they weird down in our league. And a new coach come make them win Champions League and have on the top of the league now. Don't.
Bro, Lampard make
Yes,
Champions League with some youths. Put some respect for Lampard name.
Listen to
Chelsea
me.
never hold on, Nick, no answer.
Me not say nothing bad about Lampard. Me
Chelsea
say Chelsea was like 7th in our league when Tuchel take over, right?
Yeah.
And him bring you to a Champions League final and we gonna win it, right? That's a new coach, right? So put some respect for our coach here, come, brother.
I
We
wouldn't
not expect position
put
like
respect
our
for
winner.
You have to
still
earn
in
that,
Champions
bro.
League,
You have to
don't.
earn that. You don't get that, so.
We know about this coach. Even though this coach play good football, you know he hasn't won anything, right?
What?
Nothing.
Even though this
Ever.
coach play beautiful football, you know he
Tuchel.
never win nothing, right?
Tuchel, they win nothing. Answer my question. Tuchel, they win nothing.
Yeah, win a PSG. Winning
Eh?
league a PSG. And now tell me say a Farmers League.
Farmers
Here,
League, brother.
we
Put
win
that
it.
aside.
We used to winning something. Anyways, Chelsea under Frank Lampard.
Huh?
The difference between, may I respond to you? The difference between Chelsea and Frank Lampard and Man U and Ole. Chelsea were playing beautiful football. It's just that their defending wasn't as strong. What Tuchel do a foul in and stretch the defense. That's the only thing.
When do straight name him by a defender?
Chelsea.
Him by a defender?
No, he put Rudiger in the team and buy one.
Right. Right. We have Van de Beek when I get no game under Oli. No talk football straight. No talk bias thing. No come with the banter thing, brother. Talk football straight. We have Van de Beek when I get no playing time under Oli. Listen me. The problem a midfield. If you have a midfield, you don't have a defense and you don't have an attack. I will lie me and tell me, brother.
Bruno the problem.
With problem I'm Mark Fred. And that's our problem.
Fred was the best player today.
What?
Fred was the best player today.
Right.
Yes.
We're here when we just say a while. With problem I'm Mark Fred. Me never say Fred.
So I Fred you talk about.
You know, understand me just as I say. With problem I'm McTominay and Fred in our midfield.
Hold on.
You not understand me I say,
So,
brother.
what's your suggestion? Play Matic?
Hold on.
No. My position is play 1 defensive mid and 3 attacking.
In a which Premier League?
Fred
In a which Premier
will
League?
What?
In a which Premier League you do that?
No, this is Premier League.
I jump your jump, man. You don't get some ball on the skin and say, you must be mad.
No, man.
In a which Premier League you do that?
Afraid.
Who else is not in Premier League?
About the
Who else is
ball.
in Premier League right now?
May tell
Who does
you
that?
fans about
Play
Fred
one
long
defensive
time.
midfielder.
Yo, Jiggy.
Afraid
Even
of
if
the
Fred
six.
win the ball, why more do? Get when he win it, because Fred can't pass, you know.
May tell you
Fred
long
can't
time.
pass, you know.
Yes, you're just a little point, you know. You're just a little point. Yo, go on. Through his sport, you're just a little point.
No.
McTominay can't pass ball. Fred can't pass ball. You need Van de Beek in there who can pass ball.
No, brother,
With one of them.
Passing now have nothing to do with it. Look,
Van der Beek
Kante
can't
is not a
continue to
strong
play the 6 in
passer.
the Premier League, bro.
What?
But every game Van der Beek can play.
Kante is not a passer, but Kante is a tackler. Listen, Georgina is a passer. So what you going to tell me, sir?
Kante is a
What
passer.
What you gonna tell me, sir?
What you talk about?
Hold on, let me ask you
Put
something.
the ball on for the wing one time.
Man,
You
it's
know
not
what?
Question.
Kante is not the man we are going to pin the ball at them. Okay?
Danje, question. What do you do when Pogba returns?
What me do with Pogba return?
Yeah.
Me just tell you what I do.
Man say 3
We
attack.
play one tackler. We not play two. We don't need 2 tackler.
What you mean? What you mean 3 attacking midfield? What you mean 3 attacking midfield? So who plays striker and who plays?
All right, we play. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I play. I play 1 CDM. Let me put it away there.
Fred.
And I play 2 CM.
Yeah.
Me not play no number 10.
Van der Beek and Pogba.
Bruno Van der Beek or Bruno Pogba. Pogba Van der Beek and
So
Fred or McTominay in the defense.
So one of them have to bench then. So
Let's say one of them. You can play one of them one time. One of them off the bench.
So that me ask you when Pogba come back, because you're the cost for Van der Beek, but when Pogba come back, what do you do? Because you can't bench Pogba for Van der Beek.
How much game in the league? Bruno can rest, you know, brother.
But you thought like Van der Beek go be your starter. You thought like
All right, let me ask you a question.
No, Greg, do this. Allow him to call out him. Call 11. And then we judge it.
My 11 would have pick.
Yeah, and then we judge it. Call
All right, let's start from a goalie. David De Gea. I may play Bailly and Raphael. That I go firm up my back line with speed and everything.
Okay.
You understand? May I play Alex Tellez. May I play Dallo. That I'm a complete back line there.
Alright, go on.
May I play Fred, CDM.
Hold on. Who is central defender?
Jiggy.
Hold on.
Jiggy, make your man hear me.
Bailly and Varane, Jiggy.
Oh, no.
Make him continue.
Bailly and Varane.
Okay. We are right back.
That.
Right back at Dallo.
Okay, all right.
I'm left back at Alex Tellez. I may have my reason why I play them like that.
Continue.
I'm a CDM, a Fred.
Okay.
And then me I gotta have, if Pogba come back, me I gotta have Pogba and Van der Beek. Then, me I gotta have Ronaldo, Sancho, and Rashford on the left.
So Bruno bench.
So here we go on now with Bruno and Van der Beek. Them are going to rotate.
Okay.
It depends on the game.
Decide that.
It depends on the game, brother.
Like the squad,
You have game where Pogba go fit. You have game where Bruno go fit. You have game where Van der Beek go
What do you
fit.
mean? You see the lad played in game more than my boy that go forward.
That is
The reason why they play Dallo and Tellez is because I strength a Cristiano Ronaldo. Figure with them square there.
again. So let me tell you now. So a foolish not answer.
Don't tell me say a foolish me attack, brother.
Let me tell you what a foolish answer. That team, that midfield
Right.
would be overrun. They wouldn't even see the ball in the midfield.
By
When
anybody.
they play against City, when they play against Liverpool, when they play against Chelsea, when they play against even Leicester.
So we want to tell me say Van der Beek no record.
Every time.
Van der Beek no record.
Listen me. I'm telling you, that midfield would lose every time to those teams. That midfield.
So hold on, that the midfield the worst and the midfield we are use now.
Pogba would have to control
The
the game, bro.
midfield we are use now, it better than the one we may attack when we
Let me
pick.
tell you my opinion now. The
Pogba would have
problem
to
is,
control the game.
uno team never have no balance. You see, remember when in the first game of the day when time drop Matic, Fred and McTominay in the midfield. And people talk about him to say like Oli. Mr. Una idiot. Mr. The only mistake he made was that he never used Tellez and Dalla. Ricky the father about say, oh, you know, want to use 2 people who can play defense on a wing back them. But if you play with those 3 in the middle, what you just did, you just control the middle of the field. No, you give the license to the 2 wing back them to go up the field, just like what Liverpool have been doing for years.
Basically what Liverpool does.
Liverpool did, and then you free up Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, and Sancho and Rashford and whoever else up top. But if you try to go with that Mickey Mouse midfielder, you might have win, you might have scored 3 or 4 goals now, but you go give up 3 or 4 goals the same way. This defense is already bad, and you tell me you're going to even make it worse by moving some additional protection out of the midfield. Add some junk in football. I would think a FIFA to start playing, man. No football and play so.
Football now have to look at in one way.
No football plays. No
Pogba
team. Tell
can't
me
pass
one
the
team.
ball. He
You
needs to
play
control
one
the
defensive
game.
midfielder in the Premier League right now. Tell me
Pogba
one.
needs to control the game.
Which team play one? And without some security in the midfield.
Them days they gone. Them days they
Not
gone.
one. You know work.
First thing, you're gonna get outnumbered in the midfield. So you're
Exactly. I'm joking about that. I'm
No,
gonna drink
we're
one man.
talking about.
when gone?
City
Henderson
players
plays
won a
number.
lot.
Henderson
City
plays
play
number 8.
won a
What are you
lot.
talking
It's just that
about?
they
But
had two were
Greg. But remember, the City always have a ball.
Big point.
Always have a ball.
And then
No,
on
I
the
said the other two were in their
Liverpool play
work
number
hard.
1, number 6.
Liverpool play with three most of the time.
What?
Liverpool play three people in midfield. Three defensive
Yeah,
minded
them
people.
have three
most
utility
of the
players
time.
will run out them belly bottom.
Who are these people?
Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Milner.
Thiago is not a defender.
I know defensive players.
Thiago can't defend if you pay him. What are you talking
But
about?
again, Thiago do a role just like what Jorginho does. He keep the player ticking at the midfield. He play that
Van der
role.
Beek is way faster than Thiago Silva and bigger. What are you talking about?
Who is what?
Van der Beek is faster and bigger than Thiago Silva.
I'm not saying Van der Beek, but
he's not
the
more
point is,
technical than Thiago
take
Alcantara.
out to put in Van der Beek and put him with Pogba or put him with Bruno, who none of them don't work hard in the midfield. That's where the problem is. Me not say Van der Beek not a player now, but me say go put him in there with our next offensive player. It's that midfield is gonna get overrun. That's what me I say.
Yeah, Blacks. No. Support your part. Look, hold on, Jiggy. Blacks right. No, Blacks right. Cause watch ya. Pogba, nor Van der Beek, nah go tackle. Them man they lazy, bro. Them man they lazy.
Don't watch football. Don't watch football.
Yo, them man they lazy,
He
bro.
was playing the number 8 position and he would interchange in between the 8 and the 6, and the same thing he did in the Champions League. Van der Beek, and we see he was tackling the other day. What are you talking about? He was interchanging between 6 and 8 for Ajax. So all of a sudden he must stop playing football. Which football I watch?
Jiggy, I hope Manchester United do that thing what that brother just said. That actually me I cross my fingers. Say them do who are exactly that. Because they're not dead. Push always say dead boy, dead girl, dead.
But where gone? Greg, where gone, Greg?
No. But listen, remember when Klopp just found in and play like that, still brother, he can get a few beats in. If then with this coach time, him go try implement that, but
and then Klopp realize that we have Trent because you remember when time Klopp forward him, we had this boy right back. What name? Why not when go to Crystal Palace? What name?
John Ibe?
No man.
Right back. What did bad to Nathaniel Klein.
Klein is the exact same thing. As Manchester United right back. He's the exact same player.
No, Klein can't pass the ball. Klein can't
No. Before Klein went to Liverpool, Klein did up the rating.
Before England, before
Wan-Bissaka went to Manchester United too, he was claimed to be doing stuff. That's why they pay $50 million fee too. But he get exposed. Klein could not do what Klopp wants. That's why a 17-year-old boy can take one game who can play defense. According to everybody.
No, Klein got injured.
Hold on.
Klein.
Greg, yes, not tell about my team. What about your team?
Klein up all. Tell him now. Klein on the ball. Not do that.
He get take away before the injury. Klopp, we already start put Trent inside here before Klein get injured. The injury almost saved him.
Talking about the same thing from Monday. Trent again?
No. Trent was not.
No.
Because I was about to log right back off, honestly. I'm bewildered.
Ridiculous. I hope Manchester United do that foolishness. They get some million. More than it against Liverpool at 10 million score. 10. Got to be kidding.
Yeah. But you think of him jam back the line, you know,
hear this lineup and you tell me if it's as ridiculous as Blacks making it sound, right? De Gea in goal, Bayern Varane centre back, Teles left back, Dalot right back, Fred defensive midfield, Pogba and Van der Beek in the more advanced roles, Rashford left, Ronaldo central, Sancho right.
Then the same lineup the man just name.
Where's
They're
That's
Fernandez?
why he's not playing by the position.
Where's Fernandez?
Bench.
Man, Van der Beek go to share games the youth say. I want you to endorse the player. I give him preferred starting lineup when Ragnick take off.
Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna happen. So that's fine. It's not gonna happen.
But what the problem you have with this squad? All right, so Van der Beek out and Bruno in. What other problems you have with the squad?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how the manager will line up. So the manager go off, he have a high tempo team, and I don't know if the whole Fred and I don't know if that's a good midfield balance. I'm gonna have to see it before me even comment on it. You know what I mean? I don't even know how far Paul Pogba fit in plans going forward. So there's a lot of questions. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Unless Manchester United is gonna stay on the front foot, that team will crumble.
I mean,
None of those boys can stay on front foot against Chelsea. They can't stay on front foot against Liverpool or City. They can't stay on the front foot against Southampton with that team. Brighton would ball them off the field. Brighton would play them off the field with that midfield.
Paul Pogba for control the game, bro.
But
United.
But when you keep saying Paul Pogba, remember, and every time Pogba control the game, him also then next to a very strong defensive mid. And don't have that in Man U team. Every time Pogba play good, he's next to a very good defensive mid. Even when he play for France, even when him there at Juventus, him always there next to somebody who is strong defensively. So him can't control. Remember, a Premier League. This is not La Liga or French League or Bundesliga or Serie A. This is Premier League. This is the highest league in the world. So you can't control that.
Listen me, I'm based on the tactics where you use in a game, your in-game tactics. You understand what I mean? Remember, you have a winger we fall in sometimes, like Sancho. Sancho money give you a lot of defensive work. More time Sancho drop in our midfield and give that extra body in our midfield.
But he hasn't been effective since he's been to Manchester United.
Huh?
No, but with Sancho you see dropping on the defensive.
Why him not do it? Because them a play Sancho off by left. Most of Sancho in time of that now up on the right. And most of goal and assists are off by right?
Yeah, we know this, but you said dropping.
And we are playing on the left. Most of game them up on the left when play for it.
Yeah, but as we go back,
so you're playing out of position.
No, not necessarily, bro. Most of the wingers them nowadays, like inverted wingers, them want to cut in and shoot. That's why they play on the left.
Sancho is a different player from Rashford.
Rashford not drop no ball.
Sancho is a player we like to play like a 1-2 pass. Rashford is a man who likes to cut in and kick. Sancho will give the square, Rashford now give.
Yeah,
that's two different players, brother.
Yeah, but you have to look on it. As I said just a while ago, since Sancho been to Manchester United, in ball game drop.
Why? Why in ball game drop? And that's the reason why he drop.
No, he might get exposed. He might get exposed. He might get exposed.
Where? Where might get exposed?
In England.
Just be honest, bigger league.
England.
No bigger league, nothing.
Chill,
man. From different league, come.
Chill.
I
know him alone, brother. It's a team on the bench.
You have to team up
Bojo, remember I tell about Grealish.
Everybody flourish and come here, come flourish.
Yeah, where's Grealish?
No, Nick, you can't say that about Grealish.
Remember when we talk about before everybody come on.
But like me say,
spend so much money on these players.
I don't think Grealish fit in a City system. That's the issue, though.
What me want to know is where's Greenwood? Is Greenwood injured?
No. Greenwood did have COVID. He just recovered from COVID.
Yeah,
that man a baller. That man a baller.
And you just have to understand, say Manchester United don't have a team. It's just individual players and just very overpriced players.
Because we have a coach who believe in individual stuff. That's the reason why we don't have a.
That's what the coach is for farm individuals into a team. I mean, you're just something that is cliche, like, oh, you didn't have a team, they only have individuals. That is what a good coach do. So now
Right.
forwarding.
Right.
You
Simon
hope
with
say,
Simon attack knowledge, you know.
you hope say that's what can do. Who knows if it work out? But they have whole heap of, and again, I don't know if it work. But they have whole heap of talent. Them have a good base of talent. I mean, you see, they say it's Cavani go leave, and I thought that's gonna be a big miss for them. You know what I mean? Because Cavani, whatever you say about him, he's a hard worker. He have a lot of
Yeah,
quality.
I think if him did younger, he would have flourished big time under the coach. Based on
Yeah.
when we hear about this coach.
Yeah. So I just think that it's going to be a big miss to Man United because he's my only other player that can play striker for them.
The only real true number 9 are United.
Exactly. That is the issue, right? So if Ronaldo was supposed to pick up an injury, you know what I mean, as me still not ready if he give Rashford the range or even
I'm not a Rashford, I'm Greenwood. Greenwood a striker. Rashford is not a striker.
Rashford should have been more ahead in development. I think that he should be. He should be a striker. I think that in the end, whenever he develop, that's what he's gonna be. But develop how he should be. You know, say Greenwood again. He is a typical number 9. Look the way.
Right.
I mean?
Well, you just need to develop more too.
But absolutely. Again, you just take coaches, but they have so much talent. United, it's unbelievable. You know, midfield balance needs to get started too. Go ahead, Greg.
Click. Where's the Rashford is not a striker?
No, he's a winger.
I want him to come through the system as
winger. He's a winger.
No, bro. No, bro. He come through as a striker. He still love drift wide.
No striker.
That's why Rashford is a winger, bro. Rashford is a winger.
So let me ask you consider Thierry Henry a winger? You consider him a winger?
Oh, no, Thierry is a striker.
But that's the same way.
In today's game,
Rashford totally different from Thierry Henry.
Listen, even the first couple games when Rashford played for United, is a number 9 for the play.
Half I left him come. Half I left.
But
remember, no. Listen.
When he scored it,
remember Rashford debut. Remember Rashford debut. Martial injured in a warm up, and then put in Rashford for Martial. Half I left. Rooney was the striker.
No, brother. Rooney went to play striker that time.
Don't tell me that, bro.
Rooney didn't stop play striker.
Rooney was the striker, bro.
Wasn't it Michelin? Wasn't it Michelin?
Right, yeah. When he scored the double.
All right, listen to me now. The point is that at some point I expect Rashford to develop into a striker. That's it, right? Because he have all like attributes, right?
Just like
that's exactly what Mengo said. Just like Mbappe, at some point I believe that these individuals go be strikers. You can play as a left winger, but I think like you know who I never seen as a striker is Martial, because I just don't think that he have the running and the work rate and the movement to be a striker. But I think that
Martial is typically left winger.
Exactly. And anytime he play anywhere else, even on the right or anywhere else, he's
just typically left winger. That's a Martial position.
So yeah, in a end, that's where Rashford will end up. And then I thought that he would have learned a little bit more of Cavani in terms of movement he worked with. I think you know watch him, but again, it's just not for him yet. Hopefully you get over injuries and do better. You know, but we'll see how it goes.
I feel like with Marcus Rashford, like I feel like he was an experiment with Manchester United was trying. Then they had tried something with him, and at some point, him just stuck. Like
that happens though.
They overplayed him. That's why. That's a problem. They not give him chance to develop. They overplayed him.
No,
listen to me. At one point, Rashford carry the team, brother. As a young player like that, I carry the whole team.
There's a lot of things because
because
I worry for coaches want to have they forward through different systems. etc. I just have a second system for him continuing development. I
Rashford
think
injury
he'll be
and a play a full season injury.
I think you'll
Come
be
on,
fine.
them something they mash up young player, brother.
Hey, listen, stop that over people. Raise your hand and make Bojo address. Let the moderator address.
All right.
Can I go next? Can I go next?
Yeah, man, you raise your hand.
Alright, click. Me and you talk about Rashford being overplayed. But earlier you call out Saka saying overrated. And you don't realize that Saka has been overplayed at Arsenal. From Saka start playing at first team, you know. Saka has been playing, you know. And now not get no rest, you know. And then over the summer he go play for England at the Euros. Come back, he not take no break. Just start for Arsenal right away. Me said this 6 games ago that Saka needs a break. I said it 6 games ago that he needs a break. And Smith Rowe is the next one who they reach that stage when going to need a break too. Because today, for the whole time, from the second half start, Smith Rowe was out of it. Let me see Dallo they run on Smith Rowe and catch him back. I mean, he's not the quickest, but he's not slow enough where Diego Dallo supposed to already know and catch him back. You see me? So young players like those, fatigue get to them at some point. You see me? That's why even though we used to cuss Pep and say we not give Foden more games a few years ago, we still were it a workout now.
But Pep is a man.
She ain't still like that. Hey, when I see people like that, wait, we let finish. She ain't still like that, but it seemed like it a workout in a Foden favor, you know. Because once he entered the team, like City at some point go become his team, and right now, he look like a fiend because whenever he's out there, him and the man. But yeah, back to Saka. Saka just tired right now, my youth. Saka needs a break. Maybe needs a long one.
Greg,
he's not overrated, not one bit.
No, Saka is a quality player. Anybody says Saka is overrated, them a drink. Yeah. Go on, Bojo.
But watch out, Greg. Just piggyback off what you just said about the whole Saka thing and Foden. You see, when Pep can rest Foden and say sit down on the bench, he might bring in somebody with as much talent, like for like swap. Arsenal not have that type of depth, bro.
Give Pep a game. Give Pep a game or play Martinelli.
You know, say what do you? So me see, I'm sorry. You know, so me see Arsenal get linked with Kulusevski. And I was very happy about that, right? And I was like, I love to see him in a league. But then I'm like, yo, what's going on with Pepe? Like, seriously, I didn't even remember saying when they're Arsenal. I don't know what's going on with that situation. But if Arsenal can get Kulusevski,
can answer a question. Which position Saka play?
Saka is a forward.
When best position I'm at for?
I think he's gonna be a winger. Like what can
left or right winger.
I would say a floating player. Like center forward, like that type. Way much
like a number 9, like him play a 5'9".
Yeah.
No, winger.
You see, you don't know Saka real position. That's the thing.
Either left or right. Either of the two wings. Him is not a number 10. He's either of the two wings.
Exactly. That way in forward to play as a
in the vision and the passing for play. A good passer, but to play the number 10, that is Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe have that.
So you feel like he's a left midfielder, a right midfielder, or a winger, like a right winger or a left winger. Where they play?
Yeah, like right winger or left winger, like a Salah or a Mane.
Either one.
Me feel like Saka is a midfielder, like a right midfielder or a left midfielder. If you like, you play in a 4-4-2 formation.
You have a 4-4-2 now. That not playing a
right, you play in a 4-4-2.
That not play again, bro.
That not play again. Only Jamaica play that.
But wait,
Burnley.
You said something about
Jamaica, brother.
I'm Burnley.
You said something about Salah just now. You really would have considered Salah a winger?
Yeah, more than play Salah a winger.
He line up as a winger, but once the game starts, you know, that's
all over the place.
In there all over the place.
Where's the
you wouldn't consider him a striker, would you? You wouldn't consider him a striker, would you?
No, he's a winger.
Striker?
I don't even know what to consider Salah because
Exactly. It's that whole messy kind of
Just call him the Egyptian.
He more like
You don't consider anything else.
where you say for calling blacks?
The Egyptian king, nothing else. Don't need to call him anything else.
Why my ginger get played?
That's El Nene, bro.
Where's the guy over there, so brother?
That's El Nene, bro.
What? Hey, put mute yourself, youth. Mute yourself. Mute yourself, youth.
Yeah, like we can't really like a player like Salah. We can't consider Salah. Salah will have 13 goals so far. And how much game in play? 14, 15?
14 game, 13
14
goals.
game and
Unbelievable.
like between 12 to 13 goals.
Unbelievable.
He's a forward.
Look at what Merseyside
No, bro,
derby
but
already.
listen, nowadays when I play like a winger, remember you rotate with a striker. So yeah, you might get enough goal, brother.
I don't even think Liverpool.
As a winger, you play across the line, brother. Straight
Look
across.
at all that game already.
Set up in the system, bro.
No, we don't
And I
talk
think-
about Marcel as it.
Huh?
Yeah, let's get there. I think I last game that. We don't go over no more game. I last game that.
Which game?
Liverpool.
Well, Merseyside derby.
Well, there was no mercy.
Yeah, like we really got.
Why you do Benitez like that, bro? And then have to flap the man, say yo.
The only
Liverpool
thing,
agent. Liverpool
One thing I would say
agent
about that
go
is
to
that-
Everton to destroy Everton.
Liverpool is
Exactly.
missing 3 integral players. We're missing the 2 young youths from midfield and Firmino. So
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones and the youth who get
They
him
really
ankle
struggle without
dislocated.
Firmino.
Oh, that are Williams.
No, Williams. The young man who
Yes,
get him,
yes.
the left youth.
Harvey
who started the
Elliott.
season.
Harvey Elliott.
Elliot.
Elliott
He's
started the
back
season.
in
Who
training.
actually won the position in the midfield.
Who started the midfield position this year and
He's
dislocated his
back in
ankle.
training.
Yeah.
So
Greg, I watch my side, man.
and then Curtis
No,
Jones
what's
got
that?
back his spot and then he got injured. And then Firmino is down. So I mean when the players go after the African
What does that
Cup
say
of
to you,
Nations,
Jiggy?
huh?
What does that say to you?
That
What does
what?
that say to you about the side?
That we need
That's
more
nice,
midfielders.
That is that you probably need more midfielders, but
The
it's
same
a
thing I've
next
been
man up
saying.
mentality.
From them buy Canote say, yo, why we never spend the money and buy another midfielder? From like the
To
same
be
thing.
fair,
Huh?
Jiggy.
I've been saying the same thing, but the side have looked really, really good all season, and the people who are forwarding have been producing. So that has been my argument. And even after Chamberlain has forwarded and forwarded 4 and played good games. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
he's back.
We see Thiago.
He'll be injured
Thiago
next
is good
year.
when he plays.
But
Don't worry, my brother.
Shane, to be fair,
Trust me.
we
In
started the
June,
season with
the
9
career, brother.
midfielders. 9 senior midfielders we started this season. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Naby Keita, Milner, and
Fabinho.
and Ox. All of them were supposed to be on the bench. Then we're supposed to be starting Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson. That's 8. And there's somebody else. I'm missing my next name. But I think it's 9 we start with. And then so we need more.
Hey, may I ask a question? No,
No,
may I ask a
it's more
question.
quality.
I'm gonna ask you one question. One question.
Naby.
Anybody can answer it.
Wait,
Out of those
Naby
9
Keita.
people that's called, out of those 9 people that's called, which one of them can start in City's midfield?
Fabinho.
Fabinho and Thiago.
Thiago can definitely start in this.
Fabinho can start in a City
Thiago,
midfield. Fabinho can start in a City midfield.
In there.
And Thiago Alcantara can start in
Give him a chance to
Henderson can
respond
start in
now.
there.
No, give him a chance to
Fabinho.
respond because man look like a
Bro.
rubbish in attack.
Bro. Fabinho can play longer, but he's still not better than Fernandinho.
No, but who was starting a City midfield
No,
now?
Fernandinho not even a start.
Who
You
are
said-
starting a City
you
midfield
said-
now?
Fabinho can play longer, but he's still not better than Fernandinho.
No, I never say better than Fernandinho.
Today,
But he
he's
can
not
play
better than
in City
Fernandinho.
midfield.
He can't start in City midfield. Over who?
Of course, he can start
Of
over
course.
Rodri.
Over Rodri?
Of course.
He's not going to start over Rodri.
Bro, Rodri is not special in that. If you ask me,
Bro,
Rodri is
You seem like he's Everton
Fabinho is a special player.
Him are not special either.
Actually,
Him are have a
Jiggy
line
is
of
an Everton
communication.
supporter.
Hold on.
Jiggy, correction.
Fabinho is
Thiago can't
intelligent
start.
and he has a line of
Thiago
communication
can't
with
start,
Henderson
only Fabinho.
and Van den Beek.
Thiago, of
Fabinho
course,
cannot start.
Fabinho is a special player.
No, Man City team.
Only Fabinho. Thiago,
Greg,
who Thiago go
Greg,
start over?
Greg. As a matter of fact,
Who Thiago
Thiago,
go start over?
Thiago, but that suits it, this system.
Who will go
Him
start
play that
over?
type of.
The man
Who will
can
go start
take.
over?
Him
The
can
man
start
can-
over Silva.
No,
With Silva.
I'm not Bernardo here attack.
Bernardo,
Amos
me
David.
talk about Thiago
That
is a-
was David. Amos David.
yo, somebody just pass some drinks, right?
Thiago now go make it in
Yo,
a City midfield now.
So Thiago can start in City midfield.
No, not now.
Listen, no. Let's be honest,
We're
man.
not talking about the
Nobody-
same
Actually, I
Thiago
go
go
with
from
what?
Barca and they are Bayern and they are Liverpool now. And I see him Thiago we are talking about.
Hold on, no, man. You
It is
can't
the
look
same
man.
Thiago, but Thiago
It no matter
currently
where
does-
I come from, bro.
Thiago
Right.
currently does not start over Gudigan, De Bruyne,
Right
or Bernardo.
now.
Right
The
now?
man take
He not go
Gundogan.
start over them, bro.
Right now. The
And
man
he
take
not,
Gundogan
and
and play number 6, bro.
sorry,
And the
bro.
man look like the best midfielder in the Premier League.
But
Yeah.
Fabinho can start over Rodri.
Stop a fool.
Yes. That
Me
I
and-
have
I think-
yes.
I think-
Fabinho can start over Rodri.
Fabinho game has more than Rodri's game.
Of course.
That's your Jiggy. Rodri is
Of course.
nothing special, bro.
Hold on. Sometimes the man play Gundogan, Silva, and De Bruyne.
Right.
That's
Nobody
that's a
cannot.
different player.
From Liverpool.
All right.
But no,
Cannot start.
Jiggy,
no,
Jiggy,
he's
Jiggy.
playing Rodri.
Hold on there. Let me make the case easier. Take Rodri out of City team and put him in a Liverpool midfield. You think him can survive?
He will start.
You see, Rodri is
He
a
will
very
start.
good player.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
sure.
that what happened with Rodri when he got City. You see me? Because Rodri is a good player. You can't just water them Rodri. Like I think that in Gar City and
He's a good player.
he's
But he's not
asked to do a
special.
certain job. But you see, Rodri is a good player, man.
Bro,
The
the
point
first
is
year-
though, I think the point was what Jiggy tried to make. Let's try to move this forward a little bit. I think we go back and forth and I say same thing really. The point in the try to make is that City have a lot of good midfielders, quality, world class midfielders. And when you look on Liverpool side, they have a lot of good guys
Who
but
run hard.
seriously
Seriously run hard.
who work hard and then fit in our system. But they're not going to like the top teams. Like nobody now look to buy them. Like you now see people, you now see them get linked with the top teams. Like, oh, you know who we well want to sign? Curtis Davis. Now, Curtis Jones. No, Curtis Jackson. You're not trying to sign any of these players for these top teams them right now.
But
that's the
one thing,
point.
bro. Shane, Zin,
Yeah.
Fabinho. Remember, a lot of big club they want Fabinho.
Yes.
Remember.
Yes. And that's a good signing. I'll
Remember.
give you Fabinho.
We're talking about
to be
Fabinho
fair,
right here.
And to be fair, hold on. And to be fair, Henderson have been playing well all season. Like he really has been. But again, you look at him Liverpool midfield and quality.
That
You need
Monaco
more
team,
quality.
The Monaco team, the whole team got bought.
Well, I
The
know,
whole team
Jiggy,
got
well, I
bought.
know. Jiggy, man, respond to United clip. Don't make that man have to cut in and trick about who did, everybody did one. Everybody went on Bakayoko. Everybody went on Lemar.
100 million for Lemar. 100 million for Lemar. Come on.
No, don't get tricked about who did one who. But, yes.
And
Fabinho
apparently,
is quality midfielder.
apparently, everybody, many when thinks everybody want him, so things are telling the charge is great. So we'll move on.
I remember saying maybe you end up on a team. Really,
Exactly,
Shane, you
I'm
had to
sorry.
go there.
All I'm saying is that the first year,
I'm just a terrible human being.
Rodri never played well
Apologize.
because he wasn't used to the intensity of Manchester City. You can't judge him based on the first year. But the team, it and Chelsea are the strongest defensive unit when you look at the numbers and how he plays. So we'll ignore the first year for Rodri. Look what he's doing today in the team.
We have the best defense in the league right now. We have one of the best right back
What I'll say though,
and two of the best
Who,
centre backs.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Jiggy is one of those fans who have some
But my
self-esteem.
point, you know, Jiggy. My point, you know. A player like Fabinho will fit in a Pep Guardiola system.
As I said,
Fabinho
you
is a
see,
good
Jiggy
passer,
is a
man.
Liverpool fan who has some team esteem. You know, he have very low team esteem and self-esteem. Very low
Fabinho
team
would
esteem.
have fit in
I
a
am,
Guardiola
I
system.
am realistic.
Ask a question.
I am realistic.
Yeah, you have to be realistic because what
Your
happens
team
is
esteem is very low. Listen to me.
what happens is
Liverpool have quality players. Quality. And any one of them go somewhere else, people look at their qualities and they will use them fit in them team because they have
Nobody no want
quality
them.
players.
Nobody
What
no want
Henderson does is quality. That
Bro.
any big team who have him, they may not be going over, tripping over him. But if they had
Henderson
him,
could
they
have
would
been
say,
signed by anybody this past summer, bro. In try to
Who?
play himself. This past summer, he
Henderson's
wanted a
the
new
captain of
contract.
Liverpool. He wasn't trying to go
Are you
anywhere.
You gonna let
He's
me
the
talk?
captain
Or,
of Liverpool.
are you gonna let me talk or not? This past summer,
But no, I'm never done for me yet.
what I'm trying to say is Henderson is not. Henderson's a good player, right? And we understand that. But top
Facts.
teams them is not looking to sign Henderson, bro. They're really
He's not looking to go anywhere. He's the captain of Liverpool.
Bro, he
Liverpool
linked
is
himself all over
He's the
Europe
captain
last
of that
summer,
team.
bro.
Why would he be trying to go somewhere else?
He linked himself
Why
all
would he
over
be trying to go
Europe
somewhere else?
last summer, bro.
You talk about the man was having some argument because of his money. He wasn't trying to go anywhere. He's the captain of Liverpool. You act as if he's the captain of Brighton or captain of Aston Villa. He's the captain of Liverpool.
Honestly,
Why was
he
he trying to go somewhere else? Who just won the Champions League and the Premier League a few years ago? Why would he be going somewhere else? What
Again.
ridiculous thing is man talking about?
Hold on,
Okay.
Let me show you something.
Captain of Liverpool.
Hold on, Pep took off. Pep took off.
Like, I don't understand.
Bernardo
Black.
Silva for field, and the man put on. De Bruyne was on the bench. The man put on De Bruyne. The last game, Greg just joked. Greg said, 60 minutes. They take off Rubala and put on Milner. 37-year-old Milner. Come on, man. Come on. Every game, 66 minutes, Milner warm up.
No, you did not say that in I'm contract. I
And the
would
man
say
put
in I'm
on, the man
contract.
took off Silva and put on Foden. Aaron put on Mahrez. The last game, who put on Jack Grealish. And our coach put on Milner. Come on, man. That's a joke business.
Milner have as much goal as Jack.
No, Jiggy. I think what that I say right now, I give your coach a lot of praises.
Yeah, brother, come on. Just like,
compete.
I mean, me understand a Jiggy a try to say, no. Liverpool don't have enough squad depth.
They have lost team esteem.
Like,
They
what me mean,
don't.
quality in a squad.
But this reveal itself in a January. This reveal itself in a January if you can depend on Salah or Mane's goal, and then they start.
That's most people know say Liverpool all have a level. A starting level.
Any team,
Well, on, brother. Well, on,
any
and
team
then,
leave Salah and Mane is gonna struggle. Any team lose them. Imagine lose the best player in the Premier League and the third leading goal scorer.
Yeah, but that's not true, though,
at the same time. Any
all right,
team
we
is gonna
go
struggle.
prove your point wrong.
Then they didn't plan
Yeah,
properly.
we go prove your point wrong. Because me just see Chelsea lose Lukaku, just lose Lukaku and Timo Werner.
He never
And
scored
they
one
had
goal
a-
for Chelsea when he losing.
Bro, again, the $100 million
None of those
strike
are
that
scored for Chelsea.
they just lost them.
But they didn't score any goal for Chelsea. Lukaku had
Lukaku
one goal
never
for Chelsea so
scored a
far.
goal.
Now, bro,
Lukaku never
Chelsea
scored
do
one
well
goal.
without Lukaku. Chelsea do well without Lukaku.
Chelsea before he
Hold on, man. Hold
Lukaku.
on, man.
Lukaku in the
No,
Pampa
what the two goal here for Chelsea?
three goal.
Lukaku did score.
Sarcastic, Blacks.
In the
Blacks
league,
just
two
too
goals.
sarcastic.
3 goal.
Blacks. I'm going to say this again.
In the league,
So,
Yeah, 3 goal in the league.
Blacks, listen what Sheena said, bro. Me understand what Sheena trying to put the point.
Yo, Moby a man them
Finish it.
unruly shit. Blacks, make him man finish now.
me not finish yet. City, for a whole year, then go without Kevin De Bruyne. A whole year. And Bernardo Silva was the best midfielder a couple years ago and they win the league. You understand
Right.
what I mean?
Sure.
They can go without these players. You understand? Where they say, oh yeah, if any team lose,
Never win Champions League.
Well, I know, but you forgot the year when
Again.
De Bruyne come
none of
back,
those players
he
are
had
Salah.
20 assists. The year when he come back,
None of those players are Salah.
he had 20 assists.
Okay, so make that fact.
The-
Stay
hold
that.
on.
what do you mean none of
Blacks.
those players are Salah?
Blacks,
None
the
of
year
those
when De
players are
Bruyne
similar.
came
None of
back,
those on his
he
level.
had 20 assists.
None of
He
those
had
players are on
20
his
assists.
level. If you
But
talk
in
about
your
Ronaldo,
mind,
Cristiano Ronaldo at his prime and
my
Messi
brother,
at his prime, they're not
Black.
at his level.
exactly.
That's a fact.
But you're a man, brother. So since he can't, so hold on. So since he can't be replaced because he's my greatest thing ever, right?
Since
Right?
sliced bread, not the ever, just since sliced bread, just recently, since sliced bread
Are
coming.
you gonna make me talk? Since he can't be replaced, are you gonna ever be able to pick yourself up when he lose, when he leave? Because at some point you know lose him.
Him
So
not
are
him not gonna leave.
Of course, yeah.
Him not gonna leave.
whenever he get
Listen,
cool and him drop off a farm, are you ever going to be? Are you gonna be able to find a replacement for him? Because you have to find other
no, but
people
you'll
what
find
they are
another player,
found in that
not a
don't have.
replacement.
Huh?
Of course. There are those players out there.
But you said they're not there. You said they're not out there, but are they there or they're not there?
No,
Wait,
I say,
first
you
them have
want
to
to
leave
replace him,
Chelsea.
you find another player.
Wait, them have to
You
leave
can't replace
Chelsea.
him, you find another player and do something else with that player.
That's what I
But
just
they won't
said.
replace
Find
Salah.
other players
What
to
he has done
replace
over the
them.
last couple of
Are
years
they
is
there or they're not
unprecedented.
there? Are they available or they're not
No,
available?
you'll find another player,
No,
you'll change the system.
Yo,
You'll change the system.
how am I
We
changing
You'll
the
find
not
another
talk over
system?
replacement.
each other. We don't talk over each other, yo.
When Klopp went there, give me one more thing I'll say. When Klopp went there, that man, and he lose Lewandowski, because again, when he lose Lewandowski and then go Pep Guardiola's team, did then close up shop and say, you know what, we're going to give up because we cannot compete after this? Huh? What happened after that?
Right.
Did they win leagues after that?
So who said that?
No, I'm saying that you have to be able to
But
replace these
they didn't
individuals,
win
bro.
anything after.
And they not
Then
do
they
that
have
yet.
Marco Rice,
Did they
but
win
Marco
anything
Rice
after that?
and Lewandowski don't play the same position.
Yeah, but
That's why
Marco
you
Rice
say.
and Marco
But
Rice and
did they
Mario
win
Götze,
after that?
they contribute a lot to the team at the time.
They
Yeah,
didn't
but,
win after
he's
that,
not a
actually,
striker.
right?
He's saying if they replace that striker, that's what he's saying.
Aubameyang. A replacement of Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Of course, Aubameyang was replacement. And but they didn't really win anything after that. No, they started to fall
Yeah,
off.
but he make well, my time now. Blacks, you have a talker phone for the whole night. Quick question. Speaking about losing players, Nick, on lockdown thing there yet? The wild defender where more somebody punch.
Rudiger?
Rudiger, yeah.
Rudiger the best thing right now. What you talking about?
Yeah, but we don't sign him yet? We don't sign him up yet?
No.
What is Madrid waiting on? Damn it.
But on a,
How old is he?
Rudiger? Rudiger?
How old is
Yeah,
he?
man.
Is he like 31?
Yeah,
I think
31.
he's like 31.
Which means he have about
Get
4
5
more
more years
years.
as Spain.
About 4 to 5 more years if he's healthy.
No, Rudiger is 28. He's 28.
Oh,
Wow.
7 more years. 7 more years. If
Yeah,
he's
don't
healthy.
ask Spain. Yeah, you know want to stay at Chelsea. Like, who would want to stay there?
He enjoy himself for Chelsea.
He have about 3 more years in the league.
Right? You see this player, right?
See, as Chalobah declare for Sierra Leone and say now play for
That is brilliant.
England.
And the best thing him do. The
You're a
best thing
Chelsea
him do-
fan. Yo, Nick, when
Yeah.
you ask him when Arsenal are going to do something like that behind you?
No, it's I just said I love the Arsenal team. Them full of young players, full of young black players. I see potential now. They may give them like 2 years to grow. I like Arsenal team. I want
Arsenal
to
sign Rudiger and put him beside Ben White. That Arsenal fellow. That's
No, I
paying
like
money.
Ben White. Ben White a play ball, man.
Well, on. So we're supposed to get rid of Gabriel and keep Ben White.
That me I say.
Are you serious right now?
I like Ben White.
But no, Greg. Put Banta aside. Ben White a play good.
Ben White a play good.
Better than Gabriel?
He has made
Is
some
Ben White a
mistakes,
better
even
player
today.
than Gabriel? That's the
Even today, Ben
question.
White made mistake, you know.
Well, between
Better than Gabriel?
Then go
Better and Gabriel,
No,
Man.
no, man, I say that.
it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I think them back four is solidify. It's young, even with Tavares fouling out and kicking out, tearing out outside. I
But
think
Ben
they-
White is a good defender.
Tavares should have been sub today, though.
Yeah, because he do foolishness sometimes.
Not
You know what I
only
mean?
the
But I
need
foolishness,
to work
but-
on the
Well, too
crafting, bro.
much.
I
Let me
want to
tell
point
you,
out
Man
one thing.
U, well on. Click, Man U realize something. And we see it as soon as the second half starts. Then realized Tavares wasn't as defensively disciplined as Tamiyasu. The first 4 attacks, the second half, go down Manu right. Sancho make the run, Rashford make the run, Ronaldo make the run, the one when dash where Partey and kick it and the keeper stay near piece, and Dallo make the run. 4 of them make the run in the first 4 minutes of the second half. And me see, me say, God damn, why this man not take off Tavares? You know, she said nobody can attack Tamiyasu wing because she said Tamiyasu is solid and defensively disciplined. But Tavares is still a bomb forward, which me not knock him for that. But this wasn't the game. And you say him when you get pressured. Plus, Smith Rowe wasn't giving him any cover. You see me?
You're not
and like about
fair.
2 minutes after me said him had the mistake and the goal comes from it.
You're not being fair to Tavares because Martinelli, who was doing all that work, Martinelli, who was doing all that work, was on Tomiyasuku's side, whatever his name, and Partey was over there.
Did you just hear me say Smith Rowe wasn't giving him any cover?
And then you go say the man to take off Tavares.
Did you hear me say Smith Rowe wasn't giving him any cover?
Yes, you said that.
How am I being unfair?
Because the first thing you say is to take him off the field. When
I put on
and you compare him to the right back who was covered by Martinelli, who had a great
Let me ask you a question.
Martinelli was running
El Nene have a good game today.
Yes. Yes.
El Nene.
He had an amazing game. He played amazing today.
And Martinelli played best for them. He was working the whole game.
Would I give Martinelli man of the match for Arsenal?
Definitely, but
El Nene actually played better than Partey. Partey give you about 4.
No,
Partey no played nothing.
Partey was in there all him own.
And then the chance to win over. The chance was I thought he was offside and Oba missed again to blows and score. I'm like, yo,
Christ, man.
Yo, me swear that was a goal.
But I thought it was offside though.
He wasn't.
Outside till we see the replay.
Till me see replay. When me see replay, man, I say, dog. So you tell me say the dog gonna score that?
No. That's the one in about the machine. The one when Martinelli dribble.
Martinelli get one too.
From top of him, 18-yard box, dribble pass.
That's kind of difficult though, but
Fred.
it's a team shot.
No, but him dribble to the right and roll it to Aubameyang.
And the shot him take off.
Weak shot. That somebody get 250k, that's the score.
All blacks so that's a better shot. I swear.
It remind me of some shot what name I used to kick. Me now call the name, so.
I don't mean to get off topic, but what do you think about the Ballon d'Or? What's your view on it? Like, when you feel like Messi deserves to win?
Let's see Messi deserve it.
Yo, in the comment section and
Messi deserve it. Lewandowski deserve it last year.
Moving on.
Why don't think Messi deserve it?
Hold on. So make you explain what making think say Messi deserve it.
No more get understanding first. Like, why do you think Messi deserve it?
Messi win Copa del Rey and he win the Copa America. And I think he was like the top scorer in about.
Alright.
Brother, Copa del Rey cup, man. We use that and drink water out of Copa del Rey. That like Bugs Bunny thing, man.
Copa del Rey is like our FA Cup, don't it?
Yeah, Messi fan too. He's a Messi fan. That's why he would say something like that. Oh, you want the Copa
irrational.
del Rey.
Yeah, but arguing irrational, not for funny
The
miss.
feels that Lewandowski should have won it the season before. That's 2019-20.
No, it's this year.
What did Lewandowski win?
This year.
Season a year. 2020 went for
Lewandowski won the German league.
German league.
Alright, besides the German league, what else him win? Why him do for
I like cups in Germany.
Right, and that more to know. Where else him win?
Why him do for him national
The
team?
German Cup. And last year we win the Champions League. And last year, yeah. When did Bayern win the Champions League?
No,
And Chelsea win it last year.
The group stages in Europe either.
You see it? Messi deserve it, bro.
my ask you like, when
I'm over it.
Poland, the
Lads
worst
and
if
dogs
they
start
go
to
play
them
for
on
Germany.
6:30.
Yes,
I'm
sir?
over that.
By the time they go try to play for Germany and play for Poland, because he's not gonna ever do nothing for the national team, and remember them thing that is based on the contribution where you make.
Right, your national team.
But everything we
No,
do.
it is an individual trophy.
Yeah, but
Like,
it's
nothing to do
it's
with
still,
listen, supposedly it's supposed to be an individual trophy and have nothing to do with the trophies where your country win, your club win, none of that. It's supposed to be based on stats. Yours
All right,
personal.
fine. So in my top scorer in the Bundesliga. What else in top scorer now? How much goal contribution he have?
Wasn't he top scorer in the Champions League or no? I'm not sure. I'm just asking.
No, not right now.
Man's
So
got
right now, no
64
count in
goals.
the Ballon
He
d'Or.
scored 64 goals for the year.
And how much he assists?
No, not this year. Last year he scored 64 blocks. This
Right.
year he scored 50 something.
50, I think it's 54, and him have like 8 assists. And Messi have 45, and Messi
And
70.
how much assists?
18.
And how much assists Messi have?
Messi 16 or something like that.
18. Let's say I have 10 more assists then.
And then enough to remember, say Messi do more work than Lewandowski. Messi get all over the place.
Messi,
So what about Benzema?
What Shane? Why you make up your face just a while ago?
Benzema out of this, bro.
Shane, why you make up your
Yeah.
face just a while ago?
You
Messi
mean
do
more work?
Why is
More work
Benzema
when?
out?
Where?
Overall,
Yeah, what kind of work Messi do? What kind of work Messi do?
Why is Benzema?
Rubbish, man.
Click. Why is Benzema out of it?
What?
Why is Benzema out of it?
I think this is a correction for the Lewandowski goal. 57, may I guess? No.
Why is Benzema out of it?
Benzema not in this, bro.
Why?
How much goal Benzema score?
When him go back in the France team.
How much him score?
Benzema and Messi was.
And Real Madrid, how much him score?
You have to make me talk if you ask me a question.
Yo, Mojo, I have to make a quick run
They
in.
were close
Sorry, no.
in goals. I think they were
Yeah,
very
man, yeah,
close
man.
in that amount of
Yes,
goals.
time
they
is too
scored.
much for road.
We are wrap up in 10 minutes.
You see me?
Not too much.
But again, it's
All
an
right.
award. He already
All
gone.
right, so
It's fine.
hold on.
We are going to move on. 10 minutes for we just go vibe.
All right, so Benzema had less goals, but he had more assists than Lewandowski. Because he had 14 assists.
But he had way less goals though.
But what I'm saying, Messi still deserves
Okay.
the Ballon d'Or.
When I talk about trophies, he win a trophy with France.
Yeah. But Messi still deserves the Ballon d'Or.
Lewandowski. What make this Lewandowski
Wait,
the card for the most goals last season?
which trophy Benzema win with France?
Nations League.
Oh.
Nation League.
Right. Come on, think I refer to the
Lewandowski break Gerd Muller record in Germany for the most goals, the 40-year-old record.
But look how much record Messi broke, bro. Don't talk about
But
record. When you
anyways,
talk about record, you can't put record in this, bro.
Anyways, this is not a FIFA trophy or a UEFA trophy.
It's a bunch of French guys drinking wine.
Some people like
drinking
them,
red
they
wine.
are writers, and them just give who they feel like give award. And probably they win a reward
Yes.
Messi to come at PSG this season. I wonder
Exactly.
what
A
they can.
bunch of French guys.
But me lose credibility in them from 2003 or 03. Listen to the numbers. The winner. No, them never depend one night. The winner, Pavel Nedved, 14 goals, 17 assists. Second place, Thierry Henry, 32 goals and 28 assists.
And what third?
This one no say no can't take that
Third no matter at that point.
The award are too serious.
Definitely can't take. All right, and that's it. As I stated earlier, prior before I came on this, that like okay, Messi and Ronaldo is always good for business where sales and revenues is concerned. They're always good for business, no matter what. Always good for business, but like
So
personally speaking, and I said you just referred to 2003 when Terry Henry lose. You have to understand, say a lot of racism is still involved in football. So they're not gonna give Henry, they're not gonna give a black player like that. You
which
understand?
is why Salah name not even mentioned.
So yeah, no. I thought Salah was 6 or 5.
Well, it's a good point because again, it's crazy. I thought about what I think it's Patrice ever say that they gave Gianluigi Donnarumma the
Goalkeeper.
and
When Mendy
they never give it to Mendy. You know what I mean? And then if you really look on it throughout the years, there have been a question, you know. With Henry again, he could have won in 2006, then give it to Fabio Cannavaro.
Yeah.
I mean, even in 2018 when Mbappe win the World Cup, you know, the small matter of a World Cup, they end up giving it to Modric. And I genuinely thought that Mbappe should have got it because he win in league, although we don't say it's a Bush league, right? He win the French league and he go win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Best player at the World Cup, just in my humble opinion. And then they end up giving it to Luka Modric. You know, but again,
But you
that's
go
all.
back. But you go back to school, like as I said, like racism is very heavy in football, especially in Europe.
You know, me like the point there. Thinking about it, the closest contender to Messi for the Ballon d'Or for 2021 would I feel like a Kante.
Between Kante or Salah,
Me feel Kante.
I think Georgina have a strong case.
I Georgina.
No, I think Kante.
But all in all, and just as I said, and just have to understand, say, Messi and Ronaldo is always good for business. And
Alright.
This was a good one though. It was a good one. Sorry, me forward down to late.
No, man, I'm going on 5 minutes. Jade, London Derby early Saturday morning. West Ham Chelsea.
West Ham.
West Ham has been
West
getting
Ham.
spam for last week.
prediction:
Which
West
stadium?
Ham
Getting
2-1.
spam.
Which stadium?
West Ham 2-1.
Chelsea 5-1.
Huh?
West Ham 2-1.
Put your far back tomorrow and do this now.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no more. I have nothing
West Ham
else.
2-1.
Whose stadium?
Oh, you stay for tomorrow, Greg. You not good for tomorrow?
And where
Like
reception? Whose
20
stadium?
minutes, bro.
Oh, no. Me at Florida tomorrow. Me can't, no.
What are you doing in Florida?
Just run through it
Don't
quick
worry
then.
about what me I do,
You
bro.
can bring your laptop to my Florida.
Huh?
Just run through it quick.
Would you want to make it look like you might bring a
Whose stadium? Whose
one,
stadium?
a big
No,
That's it.
during the time when I do a night flight, I have, man. So, London Stadium.
Just pay a free Wi-Fi for the plane.
West Ham 2-1, bro.
You don't even mean what you say right now. I see it in your eyes. You don't even mean it.
West
No,
Ham
man, he just
2-1.
back-
That's
he
my
just
score
back.
prediction.
Oh, West Ham Stadium. Yeah.
So who are gonna score the 2 goals?
Antonio,
What do you
bro.
mean? West Ham on a good run. They maybe lose a few match, but them are going good.
I don't
This
know.
gonna be
I
a
don't know.
tight game. Probably a
That's
draw.
a tough one. That's
Me
a tough
feel
wanna
like
one.
West
see a
Ham
draw.
2-1. Them are clinch it 2-1.
All right, man.
I don't know.
Alright.
So what's your prediction?
My prediction?
Yeah.
I just said 5-1.
No,
5-1.
you're too ambitious.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see
pick for your
Messi now
heart.
scoring 2
Me
goals. I see
I
Lucas scoring
say a humble one all, but me
You
no know.
pick it from your heart. You're too
Where you
ambitious.
see Greg?
5-1 at West Ham home?
No, probably like 3-0. That's what
Where
I
you see Greg?
No, more like a 3-1 or 3-2 in favor of Chelsea.
So 3-1 to Chelsea.
Or 3-2.
West Ham is
West Ham
scoring
out.
2 goals
Chelsea
against
not
Chelsea.
scoring 3 goals against West Ham,
No
bro.
one is scoring 2 goals against Chelsea.
No,
West
Chelsea
Ham-
have scored 3 goals.
Chelsea
at
not
West Ham.
scoring 3 goals, bro.
Huh?
Chelsea not
All right,
scoring 3 goals,
So
bro.
me alone I carry West Ham for win then. Okay. West Ham 2-1. Not
Nah, every
change.
know they are carry them down here and go.
Is a
Mikel
Man U fan,
Antonio.
you know, him have a firm
Watch
belief
out now.
in this team.
Hey,
Watch out.
Liverpool at Wolves.
Mikel
Yeah,
Antonio.
Blacks, where you stay? Red Bus of Fire same way?
Is Salah playing?
Wow.
Ask me, ask a coach.
Liverpool and who?
Best player in the world.
They play on the road. They must be Liverpool
What's your
averaging about 3 point something goal on the road this year. That means that we're gonna score at least 3 goals.
Liverpool and Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 3 goals we're gonna score. That's our average so far on the
You
road.
can't depend on Wolves to stop them. Not happening.
Liverpool 2 love.
Jesus will stop them. What are you talking about? Wolves.
Liverpool 2-0.
Whoa. Allow me out of that. You don't know nothing about Jesus, brother.
Nothing saves when it comes to Liverpool right now. Well, nothing
Yeah.
saves. Nothing
City at
when it
Watford.
comes to Liverpool right now.
City at Watford.
City Watford.
3-1.
Yeah.
Watford
3-1
2-1.
City.
3-0 City.
Nick a pick bad man now. You're showing us a cheer for
Oh,
Man U,
man,
man.
brother, you see what Watford do to Man U?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Hey,
No, 3-0.
Jump. Well,
City
I
are
know
winning.
Jump man say West Ham beating Chelsea 2 days like Jamaica making the World Cup.
No, Jamaica gonna make them World Cup. Buju, black that man there. Black him, Buju.
That's
Black
facts.
him. Jamaica gonna qualify for the World Cup.
All right.
Black him, Buju.
One more. Because we're not talking about Arsenal game. Man U hosting Palace.
Palace gonna win that one.
3-1 to Man U. 3-1 to Man U.
Man U was
Palace gonna win.
3-1 to Man U.
Palace gonna do what Chelsea and Arsenal couldn't do.
I think it's
Palace
gonna
win.
be a draw.
3-1 Man U.
2-1.
3-1 Man U.
I feel like it's gonna be a draw.
This a man that just can't hope and pray. So he must have a girl named Hope. He can't hope. Gosh.
Everton Gunners.
No.
Arsenal.
You better talk about
Everton
Villa
1 love.
Leicester.
Arsenal.
Everton
2-1.
1-0.
What about Villa Leicester, Bojo? Should be a good game.
Tricky one.
You think that a 1-1 jar? 1-1 jar.
Gerrard versus his former manager.
1-1 jar.
2-1
Something to
Villa.
prove in that game.
2-1 Villa. 2-1 Villa.
1-1 jar.
2-1 Villa.
But Bojo for your punditry sound weak.
2-1 Villa, man.
1-1 jar.
No, man. Leicester off the date, man. What you asking, man?
Bojo, you pray on a hope. That's how I'm here.
Mr. Leicester go dead. That me say.
Alright.
So you say, Greg?
Eh?
What you say for that match?
The man new game I go jar.
I feel like Leicester win. I feel like Leicester beat them.
Which man that about 1-1 for new coach?
A Stallers. Don't be right, man.
Leicester beat Villa.
Yo, you see go Ali Watkins score, bro. You know, pay attention, man.
And your point, you see what Madison is doing since he's been back.
Bro, 1-1 jar, bro.
Leicester
Bro.
win again.
Tyrone Mings I go kick him 2 times and him I go forget everything.
Mings has been the worst defender in the league
And
since
he
he fouled
and
this
he
year.
gave you a penalty. You might go like Mings from the season start. Mings not playing no ball, no brother.
The worst defender.
Jamie Vardy and Bailey.
Barely injured, bro.
Leon Altman.
Ninja.
Again. Anyway, that's it for me now.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
guys, before the cut, just the point where Shane there make pertaining to where racism stands in like football and stuff. I just point out that incident. So one of my close friends, he's play for FC Miami, right? And he was the starting right back on their USL team and stuff. And for some reason, Gary Neville's son coming out of the team, right?
And then
And my friend,
yeah.
as I said, my friend been the starting right back throughout the season. I think him have like 3 or 4 goals, like him been tremendous. And him actually dropped my friend from FC Miami team to give Phil Neville's son, Gary Neville,
Gary Neville.
the starting lineup. So there again, you can see an example of racism in football, favoritism in football. So
FC Miami. Oh, that tight team I play down where what team them they play for? Where your friend name?
him name Chris Lou Young, Jamaican youth. Him play on the USL team, but he was supposed to be on
The team with Lamar then?
I'm not sure if Lamar is on the team. I know the David Beckham team, man.
Inter Miami. Inter Miami. Where Phil Neville a
I
coach.
know USL that, bro. MLS that, bro.
No,
No.
there's the USL team too. So there's
They have a USL League One team, which is the Fort Lauderdale team.
the Fort Lauderdale. So he was the
But-
starting.
That's a Lamar them.
Nick.
No, not Lamar
Nick.
them team. Lamar play USL Championship. The Fort Lauderdale team plays USL League One. Beckham's son is on that team too.
Yeah, Brooklyn, they're awful.
But a Gary Neville brother coach the team. So you not gonna expect better.
Yeah, but they're awful. They're not good. No technique or anything.
That a team where Higuain play for you attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, them reserve team is in the USL League One.
yeah. That and my friend is on the reserve. I'm better than Gary Neville's son as a right back, and I play centre back. So like he's
Me
awful.
not disbelieve you.
Yeah.
Don't disbelieve it.
Yeah, but it was a good conversation, guys. Very good conversation.
Yeah, man. Respect. Bless up on yourself.
All right.
Man, them big up themselves, is it?
Yeah, man, respect, man.
All right, but just